It looks like it's working. Or it sounds like it's working. Do you guys like the lighting? I use the Philip Hughes. I switched it to like, we could change the lighting though. If it's too warm, let me know. The next yoga session, like at the beach, I don't know, that was spontaneous. We used to go to the beach and work out like every day before Bali, but I got really bad tan lines and it wasn't hot. It wasn't sexy. So we kind of stopped that. Once I got to Bali, I didn't end up going to the beach. I stayed like indoors and was doing the live stream, and then we kind of stayed indoors. Ever since I came back home, we just stayed in my room. But I can do outdoor beach ones more often, but I have to wear a jacket or something because I looked at myself when I was taking a shower and I actually did get like the tans of my sports bra, like it's like this, and it was like that string up. There actually is a slight one, and hopefully I can get rid of it soon. I hate having any lines. It's not like bad, but it's still there, and I want to be perfect, so I hate when I see anything. So that's the only problem with like working out on the beach. Like I have to really be covered up. But then my hands will be dark and my feet will be dark, unless I wear socks. But my hands for sure, right here, it'll get tan, like here, and then also my face and my neck will get tan, which is okay because usually it's a lighter part anyways. Like how light my face is compared to my skin. See the difference? Either way, it's okay if this gets darker, but maybe the hands is not cute. Hello, I love you too. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Yeah, keep the socks. Yeah, that'd be really bad. Just wear cream. Cream doesn't help. It's still gonna burn. I'm still gonna get tan. I get dark really quickly. I do. You can book a one-on-one with me, but that's all the ones I have. Okay, it sent through you. Hooray. Now I just have one more I need to send. Actually, I have two more, but the other one has to load. You like them? No way. You like tan lines. Do some men like tan lines? Isn't it better to look like a sculpture of perfectness in one shade? That's what I thought. I feel like most men want like a one shade perfect body. I've always had it for years like that. Since I was young, I've wanted perfect, like sculpture, like, I don't know. That's just my standard for myself. Other girls don't care, but I have a high standard, so I always make sure to tan without anything on, nude completely, to make sure I stay to perfect. Okay, I just need one more. If my man actually likes tan lines, then I'd be out on the beach every single day in a bikini, because then it wouldn't matter if I have like white here and dark here. But he'd have to actually like that though, because that's kind of not cute. It looks a little ratchet in my opinion. Like that's my opinion to myself, not to any other girls, but ratchet to me looking at my body like that. It's like, I just want to be like one color. You know what I mean? It's cute. You actually like them? Wow. I'm going to stay perfect until I find a man, and then he can say if he likes tan lines or not. And then I'll wear bikinis every day to the beach all the time if he says that's okay, because I think I look best when I'm perfectly one color all the way through. Thank you for the follows. What? Do you guys actually like tan lines? No way. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's just two men right now though. I don't know if all men think that. Like all men like think that like the lines of whites, that's all uneven, and like you guys like the tan lines, like it looks good. Damn, that's interesting. If that's the case, then I'm gonna be like, when I move to the beach, I'm gonna be on the beach all the time. You'd say majority? No way. Can we make a poll? Can we make a poll right now? Everyone in the chat right now, please help me. Any man that's in the chat right now, please help. Would you want your woman to be all one color, like a sculpture, perfect every single way, no lines, no nothing, just one color all the way through? Or would you prefer her always have tan lines, which means a white or like color, or it's like a brown color? For me it's brown. It would be like dark brown, and it'd be brown, but like light brown. It'd be like dark brown and then like light brown. For different colors, it's gonna be different, but pretty much you would have like a bikini or a sports bra look, and then you have like, well, for mine it's different because I'm working out, but like for if you're going to the beach, you'd have like a bikini, like a bikini bottom tan. I'm gonna now put a poll, and I want to see what you guys truly, like, what would you prefer? Say you can just go like this, wave a wand, and it just happens. Which one would you prefer? Tan lines of the bikini or no tan lines, like a sculpture and perfect color all the way through? Let's see. Polls right here. I'm going to do a quick one. Happy face is, we'll say happy face is just plain perfect sculpture, like museum, perfect everything. And then we'll say tan lines is crying face. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All the men, only men please, only men please. Tan lines is crying, and perfect sculpture body, everything's perfect lines, color, is smiley face. Smiley face is perfect, and then crying is tan lines. You want to see tan lines. Interesting. Wow. No way. I thought men would want perfect body and color all the way through. To me, I feel like tan lines are, ooh. I feel like, I don't know why tan lines feel ratchet. And like, I feel like it's ratchet. Why do I feel like that? So smiley is what you would want your woman to be, a perfect sculpture all the way through, perfect color. And or crying face is like you want to see the bikini white tan lines and then the bikini bottom tan lines. Like you'd prefer that when like they're naked and you're looking at them. What? That was close. That was close. But actually, that is insane. I honestly did not think men would like that. I feel like that's interesting. But it was close, but technically they won. It was almost even, so that means I feel like that's half and half. Some men probably love the tan lines, have them always, and then some just want it perfect and like all the way through. Like, that's interesting. Not perfect, just not always tan lines. Not perfect, just not always tan lines. But if you're a beach person, I'm thinking about moving to the beach right now, you're going to be on the beach every single day, right? So like you have to kind of decide, you as a woman choose that. The women who choose to have tan lines, they don't care. They're just going to always be burning and getting tan no matter what. And they're not going to the nude beach like me, and they don't care. So they don't care about going to go just lay out to be perfect one color. They just will go to the beach and they'll just go to the beach, and they'll just, tan with their bikinis normal, just like they won't even care, and they'll be okay to have lines. And for me, it's so uncomfortable. I grew up always going to the nude beach or tanning in my backyard. When I had relationships, we'd go together as a pair, and we'd go to the nude beach together just to be perfect. So then I'd help my boyfriend at the time in high school. Like I put like towels on him, and you know where the bikini bottoms, because he had like bad lines. I would put the towel to help him try to even out his. And then like if I was messed up, which usually I wasn't, but if I did get messed up because we went like out to like the lake or whatever when we'd go with his family, then he would like help me and put the towels on my body and then only expose the parts that were white. We would like help each other make each other's bodies perfect to go back to normal if we were in the sun for a long time in bikinis, right? So I don't know, that's what we would do, but it seems like it was almost, you guys are like 50-50, so I guess I'll just wait for my man. But for me, playing it safe is being one color and being perfect. Like, I want everything to be like flowing like a statue. And then like if he says I want to see a tan line or something, then I will go lay out in the beach or something and get a tan line, because I burn really quickly. I can get dark super quickly. I think it's because I'm brown and it's just the melanin or whatever. So if you wanted to see tan lines, it could. It does take a long time kind of to fade, like probably like a couple months, especially if you're out there long. Like I was out there for a little bit and I already see a line, and so I'm gonna see, this is like faint but it's still there. I'm gonna see how long it takes me to go back to perfect, because I don't like it right now. It doesn't look cute to me. I feel like odd. Like it feels ratchet. I don't know why. I don't know if other girls feel like that, but that's just like, not to be shade or anything. This is just my honest opinion of when I look at myself in the mirror. Like when I'm perfect, I'm just like, like I just have the lines of like when you're strong, you know, your muscles, your abs and stuff. All I see is those dark lines, and I don't see anything else distracting it, you know. What's the golden ratio? Thank you for tapping. He better say he wants to see a tan line. I don't know. Some guys, maybe I just want to please. I'm like, I just would love to please. If he wants to switch it up and see a tan line, that's fine. Like, it wouldn't matter to me. But normally I feel best like with one perfect color. So I'm like, let's go to the nude beach together and like help me stay like, you know, perfect. That could be our thing together, just so we don't lay out in the beach like with bikinis all the time and have all these lines, you know. That was always my kind of go-to, and I'd let them know, and then we'd go, you know, because I'd always want to be perfect. Or I'd like have something, we would have like an umbrella or something, or we would, you know, just like not be out in the sun too long to the point that you're now getting those tan lines, right? But still going to the beach and still exploring, but like then eventually covering up, you know. So you see what I'm saying? Like, that's just how you think about it, because I'm aware of my tan. I'm super, other girls don't really care, but I'm very aware of my body and keeping it perfect. So I just know that when I'm out there too long, even when I went to go to do the fitness live today, the yoga sculpt, I already knew, I was like, I'm doing this right now, but like I won't be out here too long, but we'll see what happens. It can't be as bad as it was before Bali. That was really bad. My family looked at me, they were like shook. It was so bad. Just looking at my stomach, I had like a straight black line, white, and then my whole legs were white, and it was like black, and then like black. So I ended up fixing it in Bali. We're good now, but it did take like months to fix that, so I don't want to repeat that pattern. It was horrible, but I did it for you guys because I loved being out there, and it was such a beautiful view for our live stream to be at the beach every day, and that's why I was working out in my fitness outfit every day for you guys. But that just affected how I looked in my confidence, because I love to be perfect, you know. But I fixed it. It's always fixable. It just takes time. And then in the meantime, it's embarrassing if anyone like sees that there's like awkward lines, in my opinion. Other girls probably don't care, but for me, it's embarrassing. And I wouldn't want to like be in a bikini. Like, I'd rather keep my clothes on because of the problem. I'd rather like not wear a bikini until it's fixed, which means nude beach, right? Okay. Yeah, it's the best thing. When I have my man like in the future, if he's never been, I'm gonna take him. It's so much fun with both of my first love and my second love. We always went, like, if you grow up in San Diego, you have opportunities like this to do these things. But growing up in high school, I was at the beach. Like, it's a vibe. Like, everyone there is just so free spirited. No one judges each other. No one cares. And if you're in love with someone, you're there together. It's just fun. It's naughty. It's kind of like we're getting a full body tan, so we're perfect in the way we look. Everything's perfect, and we're just like putting oil on each other, relaxing. You know, have your drinks, have some like a sandwich. We went to get like a share and then split. I've also done poke bowls with one of my old friends. We went to get poke bowls too, and then that was back when I was like a bad girl, so I used to drink bad things, but that was when I was younger. And when I did that, we had those together, and then we had the pokey. Like, just, it's kind of fun. It's almost like a picnic. You're going to the nude beach, you have your little music box, and then you play your music out loud, and it's just like a vibe, and it feels like just freedom on earth. Like, that's what's sick about San Diego. I forget how like sick our area is to live in San Diego. That's why it's so expensive, because we have so much options to be free and like be like, you know, a human. Like, humans weren't always wearing clothes back then, you know. So it feels so good to just go and like run into the water. My first love was like, didn't care, stripped down. My second love, he was, I'm gonna keep my underwear on. Very more like insecure. He wasn't so confident with himself. I helped him get into the gym, and like try to go consistently. I took him and like taught him the gym, but he kind of would get lazy, not really go. So I had two different types of men. I had the skinny one, and then I had the huge, strong one. He's the one that helped me. I've been working out since high school when I met my first love. And then he got me into like being a gym rat. And then I helped my second love like build strength and tried to help him, but he is just a different type of guy. But he still went to I was surprised if he was just that insecure. At least he went to the nude beach. Like, he went out of his comfort zone even to get there. Like, that said a lot for, like, the fact that he even did that. You know what I mean? Like, to even be in his underwear, like, it was uncomfortable for him, but he did it. So I just kind of just was like, oh, he's just not gonna fully express the way I am, but that's okay. But I did notice that he wasn't that confident, whereas my last love was confident with his body, you know? So, why are you getting jealous? This is my childhood. This is like literally like years ago. It was years. Since I haven't been in a relationship that when it ended was when I was 20. I'm 26 now. Oh my God, has it been 6 years? I keep saying it's been 5 years since I've been in a relationship. I think, holy, I haven't been in a relationship for 6 years now. Because I got my Tesla at 20. And he was there when I got my Tesla, when we pretty much like, we were making money and we were doing good for ourselves. And I got it, and he was there, and his mom was, I remember what she was saying, she was like, wow. I think a part of her was happy for me, but a part of her was like, you're too young to have a car like this. And I knew it too, but I still was just like, I deserve this from all the work I've been putting in for years. Like, since junior in high school, I felt like I deserved it. And so I got it, but he was there during that time. And that's why I know that we broke up around, I was 20 years old when we broke up. Damn, it's been 6 years. That's crazy. Time flies, but I've experienced so much life since then. I'm a whole different person from then. A whole different person. Like, I've grown so much and learned so much. It's crazy. I'm so happy to hear. Thank you for your input on my content. I'm trying to do my best to like help people on the knowledge side, but also have fun and be a real person at the same time. Like, kind of just be a straight, like, honest person with through and throughout, through like helping people with like knowledge and like wisdom and like mindset. And then also I'm just doing like lifestyle, so like just kind of, you know, my yoga, my health, my meal, like just my normal life, how my routines are, how I've been, you know, cooking, cleaning, fitness, work. So I kind of want to just be transparent about like everything. And then soon, if I do move out and end up like living in PB and like becoming a different person, I will show you guys the whole process too. Like, and that's crazy because I never thought, but I think this is right. I think maybe I meant to be near water. I never really thought about it, but I am a Pisces, and there was this one guy I talked to when I used to we used to live stream at OB and PB. I remember when that one live stream we were going down the block and we saw that guy on the skateboard and we locked eyes, and I was like, oh hey, and then I told him, can I get, like, we got each other's number or whatever. That next day I went to the gym because I was live streaming our fitness per usual at that gym. So I finished and I came out and he was like, oh, meet me at this tower, the tower something. So I walked from the gym over to the sand right there. And I didn't think anything of it because we didn't talk, like we didn't say that we were in that way. And so it wasn't really a date to me. It was more like a friendship coming together because we just said, hey, got each other's number. And then it's like, oh, I live right there. I'm like, oh, I go to the gym right there Monday through Friday. I was like, oh, okay, well, let's meet up around this time. So we didn't even have like tension of like, oh, we're gonna date or anything. It was a friendship. So of course I met up. It was fun. If it's friends, I mean, if we're trying to date, I need to like ask you questions before we actually meet up in person, because I don't want to just date anyone. But it was just a casual, like, oh, meet me at this tower. And I did, and we just like walked around. There's a PB, a section, a bay on the other side, so you walk straight and there's a whole nother beach, but it's like a bay, and you walk the trail. So we just walked the trail all the way down, so it's like probably like a mile or 2 miles, and we came back to the cars. But anyways, this guy was kind of like the one that like inspired Bali more to kind of like live there, and kind of told me about, and that's what inspired me to truly try to move to Bali. So he was in the military, and he has like whatever, like $3,000 paycheck from the military, just giving it to him. I learned about him when we were just walking, and he told me that like, he was like, what's your Zodiac? And he was telling me about how he lives on PB, and that like there's no other place, like this is the place. And I was like, but I don't know if I'm ready, and it's so expensive here. How can you live by the beach? And he was just like, he's like, well, it's easy, just like, it's simple here, it's beautiful, like everyone wants to be by the beach. And I just didn't understand that, because I always lived in the suburbs, which is like in the mountains, like where it's calm and quiet and like safe. And it's like always 30, 35, 25 minutes away from the beach. Anyways, but then he just was like, you're a Pisces. He's like, 100% you are meant to live at the beach. And I'm like, what? He blew my mind. And I was like, damn, maybe you're right. Because I do feel alive. I've been live streaming, because at the time we were live streaming every single day yoga at the beach during that phase. So I was always at the beach on live, driving 30 minutes for the live stream, right? Before I left to Bali, before I ended up moving to Bali, or trying to move to Bali, before I thought I could. And then, yeah, so I was just like, that's interesting. I do feel alive on live stream. And I feel like when I work out, it feels like, I feel just happiness when I'm working out with the stream on, like, at the beach. So maybe he's right. Like, maybe I'm a Pisces, I'm a fish. I flow and I move, and maybe being white water. And I also think in the shower. I don't know, something about the water, and I'm in the water, or I'm just like, I think about my life, and I like to be in the water. I like to take showers. And I was like, that's interesting. Like, maybe he's onto something about my zodiac sign. So now that this opportunity just happened, and now I'm like, it feels like it kind of is right. And I'm actually excited. This could be like my dream life, to be like near the water, and like maybe make friends that are like good people and amazing too. I don't know. It also is for young people though too, so that's another problem. I was thinking La Jolla, that's my favorite, like, but you have to be like making a lot of money to live there, I think. But that'd be like my dream to live. It's like the best beach in San Diego, but it's so expensive. But it's perfect, and there's seals like you can see every day for free, and just like you can even swim with them. There's like snorkeling where the seals are swimming, and you can literally go get your snorkel and go swim with them. It's like my dream, but I have no one to do it with, but it's free and anyone can go do it. I want to do it so bad one day. But I would love to live there too. But I think I need to start small, start in PV, make friends, maybe find love, because there's a lot of hot guys there, just like there's hot girls there. So maybe I can find love in PV when I live there. And then if I can make enough money with everything and I end up becoming successful, then maybe I can move to La Jolla as I get like more mature as an adult, because that's like the place to like, it's like old money. It's like beautiful there. It's just so perfect, and no crime, there's no homeless. It's just like literally heaven. But it's so expensive. But PB, it's like, it's like kind of young. But I'm young, so I can't judge. I'm young too. I just feel like I'm old sometimes, but I'm actually young. I'm 26. Like I'm literally little. So I need to not think like that. It's because I don't do this or this for so many years. So sometimes I'm different than my age. But people in PB, actually there is bars and stuff like that. So I know some people are not going to be my cup of tea. They're living there, but I know some people will be. There's probably a combination of both, and I might find love, but I might not, because maybe every guy there does these things because we're in a kind of like a party-ish beach young area. I don't know. Or maybe there's like the rare men who don't do any of that, and they're there and they're just there for like the atmosphere of humans, and like I can be around it. I just don't want to be like pressured and influenced, because I've had that before. And then I just kind of like gave up on friend groups ever since then. I just focused on myself, because I just felt like people would always try to pressure me, or it'd be just like leading me down a bad path, you know? So then I stopped like making like close friends with people like that. Hey, Cody. Yeah, it sounds like heaven, yeah. So I'm excited. This could be for my 20s, for me to find friends and good influences and a good lover, a safe lover. And then maybe like 30s, I move to like La Jolla, if I can afford it, because damn. But it's heaven there. Like, that's the dream. And it's like just, it's the dream. But maybe I love PB so much I want to stay there too. Who knows? But this all just happened today, so I don't know. This could be all talk. This could end up not even working out. This is all just like spontaneous with this job and this thing. It just, I don't really know if I have it yet. But she did like send me an email, but I don't know. So I don't want to get my hopes up. But it did open up a door for me to thinking maybe I do get a job and then move to PB and then continue what we're doing on YouTube and live stream, if I can manage both. And then if it works out here, at least I have like that safety net of some income. Yeah, it sucks to do a 9 to 5. I haven't done it since high school, but if it means I get to be in a nice area that I can find love and find friends and be at the beach and live, then maybe it is worth it. And then if eventually we pop off and make, you know, enough money here on social media, then I don't have to work there and I can put more hours into this. So maybe that's the plan. I don't know. This all just happened today, so it could not be, but it could be. We're just gonna like kind of figure it out and play it by ear, I guess. I say like a lot. Yeah, I grew up with one of my closest friends, Brooke Schultz. She's not here right now, but she's the reason I say like a lot. She's like a pageant princess, blonde with blue eyes. And me and her houses were down the street, so like I just walked to her house all the time. And she said like a lot. And so, yeah, I say like, I don't know. I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up around white people, so you guys have to just bear with me on my speech. I sound dumb. People might think I'm dumb. Like I don't even show my smartness usually like till social media. Only unless that person was like worthy of it in a way, then I would like talk like brains with them if they had something in common. Like at the time, like I, you know, would talk to people about like business or about my projects or like real estate or like stocks, but only people who can actually like know about that stuff or into that stuff, then I can talk intellectually. But usually I don't ever talk. I just talk like a girl who doesn't know anything and I say like a lot. That's just normally how my personality is. You like that I say like a lot? Is it weird? I feel awkward now. You just said that I feel kind of weird. Am I saying it? Can I try to stop to saying it? I don't know. When do I say it? When do I say it? I don't even know when I say it. I just say it. I didn't even realize I was saying it, honestly. Hello. I love you guys. It's what happens when you grow up in the suburbs. It's when your language becomes like this. It's a habit. It's a habit that I have to like.
Your top. I was
figure out.
Right now.
Thank you for the heart, mean. Very sharp. Oh, yes. Yes. I've been working at something for years, and it's been different things throughout my life. Different journeys, different topics, but it wasn't until like the last 3 years that I found heaven in this planet, and that was dance. And then nothing else mattered but becoming a master in it every single day and just living like my passion, which then led me to LA, which then led me to the agency then led me to LA, which led me to TikTok, then livestream, which led me to you guys, and now sharing my life with you guys from all the past 9 years now of my journey to be able to help you guys. But I never thought I would like be sharing my whole life with you. It's kind of a big thing to share your whole life with the world, but I feel because I've learned so much, I feel confident enough to do this. And I know what kind of a person I am, and I know who I am, and throughout every single day, the things I've achieved, the things I've quit, the person I became. So I feel confident enough to share my whole life with you guys because I know who I am. You know what I mean? Like, and before I didn't even think about doing that. I was just like living life. I was in it. I was in the trenches. I was learning. I was taking courses. I was making relationships, talking to men, experiencing things. Like, it was just a lot. I've just experienced a lot of life. And until now, I can now just share everything. And now it's more simpler. My life is more calm and more peaceful at this point after all these years. But I think I went through all those eras of like life experiencing a lot of things. I needed to go through that unpeaceful points, all those like lessons learned for a reason to then get me to such peace and like happiness and just discipline and just purpose, you know, like I'm just living in that now. But it took me time to like understand that. It took me a lot of growth and lessons, right? And it wasn't easy, but it was always worth it. Every single experience, every person that hurt my feelings, every opportunity missed or failed business or guy that I had got my hopes up to then let me down. Everything I've ever experienced, like, it's made me who I am today, and it's got me to all the knowledge I have, and like to be able to, you know, help you guys and to just live a happy life and to not allow any more toxic things or people in my life, which could then help keep me thriving, which then keeps us on our community thriving. If I'm thriving, we're all thriving because we're one, we're a community, we're stronger together. And I just want to like promote that for here in Growth Group, and like for everyone to just make it in their journey, and whatever goal it is that you're doing, we are all going to make it just one step at a time, one day at a time, focusing on ourselves, not anyone or anything else. Our people will come when it's meant to be. Yes, you. Thank you for the heart puff. I actually grew up Catholic. I graduated from the school of Catholic my mom put me in, and my sister and my brother did too. And then I got to get the bread. So like when you make it and you graduate in Catholic, you get to eat this like little circle bread, and they put it on your tongue in church. And then also you get to drink wine as well. I think I drank wine only once, and then I didn't want to do it anymore every time. I only went to get the bread because I like graduated. Over time, I kind of lost faith. My sister became an atheist. She's a literal genius, so smart. She has a master's degree. She just is constantly learning. She's like, you just talk to her about one topic and she just knows everything. She's like literally so smart. And so when she was young, she did research on religion at a very, very young age. And she became atheist after doing research on her own time and digging into knowledge. And then I was young and I was like a follower. I've always been a follower in high school, which had led me down really bad paths. But my sister told me that, so I followed her because she was like my second mother. So I became atheist, but never did any research. At that age, I didn't know how to do research just yet. I'm really advanced in research now, and that's how I got so far in my life, because I'm disciplined to do the research, not just know the things, but actually make sure that it's real. So back then I didn't have that skill though. So I just blindly followed everyone and anything, which is so really horrible. It led me down really bad paths. But my sister led me down to like not have faith in God and to become an atheist. And then from that she became agnostic because she kept doing more research, and she realized that agnostic was a better term and that one made more sense. And then I became agnostic like her because again, she just gave me the brief of what it meant, and I didn't do any research, and I was like, oh, well, then she's like, yeah, now we're gonna be agnostic. And I was like, okay. So I was like, I'm agnostic now, but I didn't even know what I was talking about. I was just following my sister because she's like my second mom. And then eventually she kind of just like, we stopped talking about religion completely, and I don't know, we just weren't as close anymore. And then eventually I started to become an adult and have my own thoughts and not just follow everyone blindly when I had like almost died multiple times from people leading me down bad paths. I eventually snapped out of it and I became like an adult around 18-ish. 21 is when I quit like everything childish at my adult age. But yeah, so I went through that transition of growing from unmature at all, and then I had to like become an adult, you know what I mean, to become mature. So I figured out that I was spiritual. I did research, and spirituality fit me technically more and what I believed in. I do believe that there is a God. I still wasn't sure, but then as I got older, I read a book, and then from that book, then met a man, and then from that man, this smart book author, I forgot everything. Is back when I was reading a lot of books back then, or listening to the books on Audible back then, and then also Blinkist, if you guys don't know that one, was really good too. Both those companies, amazing. Anyways, but then back then when I was digging into that, I then met a man like a year later who really shook me, because I was like, damn, I remember that book a couple years back that literally like hit my heart, and I was like, why did he go into this? We're just trying to learn about business and mindset and growing like income and like how to make sales. We're not trying to, you don't need to touch on religion in a book. Like in my opinion, that was like, he just like messed up the whole book. Was going great. And then I know where he just goes into like in one chapter, not the whole chapter, but a part in the chapter, he just goes off about like God and religion. And at that time I was still not really sure. I just knew I wasn't sure, and that was okay, because it's okay that humans don't know things. So I was okay to not know. And that's how I lived my life. It was almost like agnostic. I was okay to not know if there's a God, and that's fine. Let's live our life. Like, that was pretty much my answer. I'm not sure. Because there's not a fact. There's no 100% proof of anything, but like, it just is. But then, like a year later, I met that guy, and then it circled me back to that book. And I was like, damn, that book really triggered me. And I literally remembered. And I was like, wow, he was right. And it takes you an experience in life as we keep evolving to keep learning new things all the time. But then I was like shook, and I was like, OMG, I see what he means now in the book. And I was too young to understand it. I was too lost. I couldn't put the two and two together. So from everything I've learned and from people I've talked to, what I've come up with, again, no one really knows, but this is what I believe in. It's faith. The same way you drive a car and you have faith that no one's going to hit you on the road, you're not going to crash, and you're going to make it to your destination, but you don't really know. There's no proven fact anyone can just hit you, but you have to have faith you're going to make it, to have confidence to drive. Same idea. So I don't know, and we'll never know, and I'm okay with that still. I still have that part of how I used to be, but now I do have faith, and I believe, it could not be true, but my belief system is that I believe in God or a creator, whatever you want to call it, something that creates, if that is molecules that create, if that is a ghost thing that creates, who knows what, I don't know, just a creator. And they call that God in our vocabulary of human language. I don't know what animals call it, but in our human language, it's called God, right? So I do believe in that, a creator. And then I believe in evolution, which is the universe. So I believe both. I believe they're actually both on Earth in the textbook, in the human language, for a reason, because they both do exist. I believe things are out in the world for a reason. I believe that. And I feel that there is a creator that made things, because I create shit every day. I'm a creator. And at one point, like when I was younger, I remember this guy, Alex Lindelius, is one of the smartest kids in our like party friend group. So every time I hung out with him, we would be like up to like 6 a.m. like talking about deep conversations, because his mom was like so smart. So his mom would tell him stories and he would tell me, and we would just be talking for hours. I remember him like just talking. What was I going with this? He was talking to me about lost track. Trying to wait. Let me go back to where I was at. I was at the God and the earth. So God and the universe. Okay. So there is someone that creates. Oh yes, that was where I was going at. So me and him were talking about it. We were talking about the God conversation. Most people don't talk about religion. It's a touchy subject, but we're mature enough to talk about it without getting heated. So we were talking about it, and he was talking about, sometimes I feel like we're like God. And I was like, oh my God, I've literally had that thought before. Like, it's for some reason, I don't know why, but this is when I was younger, but I swear, like, I felt like humans are like God, because like we create our whole world. Sometimes I feel like I'm like magic, and I don't know why. And it could be because of my heritage, and like Latin, they do say there is magic I haven't done the studies, but this other genius guy friend I had did the studies on Latin culture, and like there is like some magic apparently in our culture. My grandma says she has powers, but like I never believed her. My parents don't believe her. But then after hearing that, now I'm seeing that there is something to do with Latin culture. Who knows? I haven't read the books, but this is what I'm hearing from other people who've studied it and things. Anyways, but what I'm trying to say is I've always felt like I've had power. And I feel like I'm like a God sometimes, like I'm the creator of my own reality. And a God is a creator of life. So we're like humans that create life. Like I'm a woman, I create life. I actually create life inside me, and the baby comes out of me. Not only am I a woman, I could literally create life, but like I also create my life around me. So me and him, when we were younger, we had these conversations. We were like, we were on the beach. We were in like Mexico, I think, at this Rosarito, I think, when I had this. I don't remember, but I just remember us like having this deep conversation about it. And then anyways, that was in the past. Eventually I learned, right, that the book, and then when I got older, the book, and that guy. So I know that there's a God. I know that there's a creator, something that creates, because I know I create and things need to be created, right? That's how things are evolved. And then of course, I also believe in evolution because it's like a fact. I see evolution every single day. We see evolution in humans. Like we're now in AI, we have robots now. There's going to be never ending creation and evolution of animals and different breeds. It's all factual. We know this to a science. So that's not even a question. But it's the God part that's more of just like there was not an unknown. But in my opinion, they have to coexist. Like there has to be a creator of something for something to ever happen. So there is a creator or a God, whatever you call it. And then there also is evolution, which then the earth then keeps evolving and became what it is today. As we have AI, we're gonna have robots soon, the cars will drive for themselves. All of this is human evolution, just like animals evolved. Like, so it's, to me, it's both. So I'm not like one side or the other. I literally believe in what everyone believes, and I believe in your side too. I just believe all the sides of it. And that was what the book taught me from that really smart guy, which I, at one point I was like how I was like, he's just like, literally when I was cooking a meal prep at this time, I remember being so irritated because the book was going so good, and I was like, what? Like, why would he talk about religion in this book? And I was just like making my meal prep in the kitchen, and it was on like speaker. And I remember when I felt that, like, what I felt in that moment, because I was really young and I didn't know life just yet, I didn't learn, but like, I just remember feeling like he's a smart marketer. In my head, I was thinking like, oh, he's a smart marketer because what he's doing right now is he's gaining both sides of the equation. Like, he's smart because if he says he believes in both, then everyone's gonna like him more, and he's gonna make more followers, he's gonna make more money, he's gonna get more sales, everyone's gonna be on his side. But I thought that that was smart for him. But then I also thought that he also is one of those people who doesn't pick a side, so he might as well just pick both. Like, he kind of just, that means he doesn't really have a strong opinion about anything, so he's just like, so like I was like, maybe he's not, like, I kind of almost didn't like him after that because I just felt like he couldn't pick a side, which means he just was just like, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like he was just for everyone, which is, usually they say you want to pick a side, you have to believe in something so that you're more stronger of a person. But I was just having assumptions of this guy. I don't even know this guy, but I was just thinking these things at such a young age. And as I got wiser and older, and I kept learning and talking to more people and experience, more books, more things, business, eventually I realized he is 100% right. There is God, there is something that creates, and there also is evolution. There is a world that both of them can be 100% real. There is a world that's true. And like, why do people need to separate each other? And then I learned over time that our society also does that on purpose. They actually like to divide people. So then when everything clicked, I was like, damn, they're just trying to divide us, which is why they made this like propaganda up so that people could be separated, the religious and the atheists. And then businesses can't form, marriages die, relationships fail, then everyone else profits when people are single. So it's just this system. But really, if they could tell the truth, they would say that God is real and evolution is real, and but there shouldn't be fighting. It's just all real. That's what I learned. I don't know. This is what I learned. It could be wrong. You guys can believe whatever you want to believe. Don't attack me or get upset. This is just what I've learned. This is what I believe in. Again, how can we ever know to be a fact about God? We can't know. We just have to believe. Evolution is a fact, so that's something we can prove. But I do believe in God, and I do believe there's a creator, and I believe that strongly. I believe in both, 100%, 100%. Like, there just has to be something that creates. Like, I create things every day. Women create life. Like, something created, then evolution takes on forever. Every time you do one thing, it trickles down effect, which then things, take its own form. They get better, they get smarter, the insects get smarter, they grow wings. Like, it's evolution. It's amazing. It's Earth. But yeah, again, everyone can have their own opinions, and it doesn't matter. We're not supposed to be talking about this technically on social media because it gets people upset. We can all agree that we don't know anything, because we literally were just born. I was born in 2000. I was not here when the world began. So we can all agree that we don't know because we were not there when it happened, but at the same time we can all have our own beliefs, and it can be a safe, okay space that someone believes something else than someone else does. But when it comes to marriage, and signing your soul and your life to someone forever, I would tread lightly. When friendships and people, connections, it does not matter. I respect you no matter what you believe in. I respect you. We can hang out, have conversations, and get work done and help each other grow. It's not a big deal. When you're talking about marriage and signing your soul and your life to contracts, I feel like religion and your belief system can be, like, where are you guys gonna put your kid in church? Like, what's that gonna be a situation one day when you have kids and like you're like, he's going to my church, oh, my church. Like, when it comes to marriage, I think you guys need to like agree on like some things of religion or your belief system, in my opinion, because that's a serious, like, fundamental trait of your future. If someone is atheist and you marry someone atheist, like, think about your children. And like, not saying that's a bad or good thing, because again, it's just a belief system, but also think about how you guys are going to raise. What if you wanted to put them in Catholic school or Christian school, and then you married an atheist woman? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is where divorce and like arguments, like, you can't get married to someone who doesn't have a similar or same belief system. Like, in my opinion, it's gonna be harder. You can still make it, but it's gonna be a challenge. And is it worth it? So I'm happy. Actually, it's pretty hard. Church family. Yeah, I grew up in church. I honestly, it was just school, so I wasn't always checked there, but like, I wasn't always like, I was just doing what my parents told me. But I did learn a lot, but I don't remember like everything. I remember some of the songs, like, I can think of, but I don't remember all of the songs that I was studying and stuff. But yeah, I question everything, but I've questioned a lot, and I've had my opinions about people's beliefs, but now I just believe it all. Like, it took me time to have this realization, but not everyone has the same beliefs or realization. That's totally fine. That's just where my life led me, and the conversations I've had, and the book I read, and people, like, I've talked to a lot of humans and very wise ones. I only allow myself and my space around wise people and experiences, or I don't talk to anyone and just grow myself. So that's just what kind of like led me to where I believe. Again, everyone has their own beliefs, and you don't have to take mine. It's not a thing. It doesn't matter. You believe what you want to believe, and you experience your life the way you're going to experience it, which will lead you down to whatever path. And if you're like Hindu or, Christian, Catholic, any of these, if you find a partner who also is what you believe in, you guys will be very strong as a parenting couple, and you'll also raise your children to then go to that school, that Catholic, that Christian school. So really think about that, when picking a life partner and whatever religion you have. I'm spiritual, and I believe in evolution, but I also grew up Catholic. So I kind of am Catholic technically because I grew up in that. It's how it's kind of like my belief system works, and my morals to my adulthood. It sticks with you when you grew up Catholic. So, but I also learned research about Catholic, and I did research, and it's not always a good thing for the Catholic people, because the problem with Catholic people, and I know it's a problem with me, is that we kind of are messed up in a little bit way. The reason why it's kind of messed up for our religion is because like we were kind of taught to like give everything to others and not so much ourselves. And that's the problem with the Catholic Church, and that's probably why people switched more to Christian. But I always like, it led me down bad paths, but I always was trying to be good for others and just make them happy, and just always just others, and it got me in bad shit. Like, I never was full. I had no identity. I had no purpose. I didn't know who I was. I just wanted to be anywhere where the people were that I cared about, and I just wanted to like do what they say and like just live and go wherever they told me and take me on this world. And I just wanted to please others or make men feel good. Like, when I would, like, I just wanted to, like, it was always outputs. And that's what's the problem with Catholic Church, is they don't teach humans how to love ourselves. And because if you love yourself, then you're better for people. You can't just be putting outputs because you get your life in hell. You're not happy. It's so interesting. It's fucked. There was this one comedian, she's Catholic. It just recently came out on Netflix, and it like shook me, and I was like, damn, why is that so true? It's so bad because it can lead you down like becoming overweight. It could lead you down paths of just unhealthy things like drugs and who knows what. Just like it just leads you down doing everything for others, to try to sacrifice your soul, your whole life, to like make it, or to like help others. Like it's, or your kids, like you sacrifice everything, and that is so unhealthy, and that's something wrong with the Catholic Church that they need to fix. I haven't done research that much on Christian, but like when I talk to Christian men, like I would 100% like be Christian, like, because I think that like what they tell me and what I've seen, like when I have went with some of them, it was very fun, it was very lively, and I felt like it wasn't so, Catholics are just very intense. But I do like who I am, but I went through a lot of struggles to be like, to love myself. And I feel like I still like sometimes struggle, like even as confident as I am, I still like there's always going to be me that wants to put outputs for people, and I have to remember to like give myself love too, like because I'm always wanting to do like, you know, I'm always like outputs. So it's an interesting thing. It's a whatever religion you raise your children in, just really think about that religion, like their morals and values, and like kind of how they're teaching, because you can really miss an important part in religion and an important part, and then it kind of dictates like a lot of sadness or heartbreak or hurt in the future. And then eventually everyone usually grows and learns, but still like it's like it shouldn't teach it like that. Like it shouldn't be about sacrificing yourself for others. It should be loving yourself, pouring into yourself. Like I had to learn to grow to be this way so I could be amazing for you guys, to help you guys. I had to learn to like love myself and feed myself and take care of myself. And my mom like doesn't ever do that. Like I love her, and she's doing better now, but my parents, they don't. They're Catholic, and they just sacrifice their whole life for us and for our family. Like it's not, there's too much sacrifice in Catholic. They don't take care of themselves, which they don't, you know, they just want to make money to serve, to have parties, to have food, to like, they're just service. So Catholics are too much service. Like you need to like take care of yourself. Christians, I think, have it down. I have to do more research, but when I do on the dating thing, I do Catholic, I do Christian, spiritual, which is what I am. I do agnostic, because at one point I was that, and I was that because my sister, but it makes sense. So I know where that person's at in their faith and in their, because I lived it. So I like to like still kind of tap in there. At one point I was thinking about like, you know, because I'm kind of intrigued, but then I'm starting to second guess it recently, which was Muslim. I'm second guessing this. It's because I like kind of like facial hair. I kind of like that like masculine look sometimes, and so it kind of intrigues me to go kind of like Middle Eastern type men sometimes. But at the same time, again, I'm Latin, I'm Catholic, I grew up in the suburbs, so there's only so far I can go into the, you know, into that culture to marry, because it's like we're kind of very from different worlds. Like it's how can we be a match? You know what I mean? Especially if they grew up in that country. But even if they grew up in America, they still have parents that are their culture and their religion, so they grew up in that. So we're kind of very different. So how can we really be a match? You know what I mean? It's going to be very hard to match with that person. So I just think that they're pretty, and I just like that they have like nice hair, and it's like hot to me because it's like masculine. But I still think men with baby faces without hair is hot too. Just like depends on usually the eyes. But it just intrigues me, like the masculine energy with like, you know, like it just looks like a man, like with the facial hair. So that's the only thing that I kind of would sometimes like leave those other religions there, just because I understand that they connect to those type of men. And then those also type of men usually provide for their women, so they very love their women, and they want to you know, provide for them. So that's kind of like intrigues me too. And I think it's part of their religion actually to take care of women. But the only problem with it, so I like that their religion like kind of honors women and like how we make babies, we literally make life. And we also guide the man, so they still be lead, but they love their women in a way that they trying to keep them safe and protected because they understand the world is dangerous and how men are, so they want to keep them safe. So they try to like take care of them. You know, they usually pay the bills and things, and support. So I understand their culture, I understand their religion, but the only problem that I'm like about even like possibly marrying, because yes they do that and it is part of their religion actually to take care of like, and their woman doesn't pay anything and they do everything. But the problem with it is that I feel like because it's been centuries and generations of their religion that taught them that, sometimes they feel like they're like almost like you don't have a say. So it's a thin line. Like I understand the religion and it's beautiful, it's for women and they're going to be good men, but like don't abuse that power. And then like I'm nervous because I don't know. I mean, I haven't grew up. I only grew up with Latin, so I know what Latin culture does. But I grew up in the suburbs, so I'm different than my own culture. I don't even speak Spanish, so I'm more of like in the white culture. I understand white culture more than I even know my own culture, and I don't want to repeat patterns of my own culture that I've seen too. But I don't know. I didn't have friends that were like Middle Eastern and like these religions. Where I never grew up. I didn't even see. If I'm being honest, we don't have any Middle Eastern. I didn't like see any of them in my high school. I only saw Black people, Asian, and some Mexican, but I don't remember ever seeing not even one Middle Eastern person where I grew up. So I'm still new to like learning this culture from my childhood and coming, getting older. But they're intriguing, but I just don't know if they're trying to, if some of them are more like dictatorish, like control of their women, and so they need to know, like they're very like father, like then you feel like your husband is your father, like you know what I mean, like they can control everything you say and do, what you wear, your phone, everywhere, every single thing. But it's like their religion, like it's almost like their culture. It's like that's how they feel safe as a man to provide for you, but it's like you're also giving up like a lot for them, but at the same time they're doing a lot for you. So it's like I have to know if I want that or not, because they can look at my phone all day, take my phone, like I don't care, like look at my phone, do whatever you want to do to make yourself feel like confident. But it's like, it's just like I just want to make sure that I'm not like feeling like a slave in the marriage. Like I don't want there to be like, you know what I mean, like it's just, I'm just like, I just want to make sure like I still keep it there, I still keep it as an option a little bit, and I still will like message them on the app a little bit, kind of see where they're at. And for the most part I like what they say, but then sometimes they don't have their bad habits, they haven't healed their bad habits, so it's like I can't marry you either. But I like what you're saying, like I like about the future of our future, and like you want to provide, I love what you're saying. But then they don't have their bad habits fixed, so they're not that godly. If they do religion, they're not really that religious, because you're still doing things against your religion. So to me it's like hypocritical, and I can't marry you and I don't trust you. But you're saying nice things, like that sounds like a good life, like if I were to be with you, you would like take care of me, and it's part of the religion. So it's in, those men are they intrigue me. But then if I go down that path and I marry one, I then kind of make children, if I end up making children that are like that, like they're going to be a part of that religion, and they're probably going to go to that school. So if I like him enough, and that like I like his morals and values and how he lives by, and I actually would want that for my children and my son and my daughter, if I end up having them, if I have them, then like, then I'm okay with them going to the, Muslim or Hindu, like church or whatever. Because I accepted that when marrying a man, because it's a serious thing. Religion is a serious topic, guys. That's serious. We can have friends all day in this chat. Our community can have all different. I don't judge anyone. Like, believe what you want to believe. Be your own religion. That doesn't affect our growth group. We're killing it. We're thriving no matter what. But when it comes to marriage and signing your soul and having children, and like, that's a serious topic. Chloe. Come in. She's crying. God, she's so cute. That's when it gets serious, and that's when it gets like you need to literally have like matching like beliefs, you know what I mean, because you're literally living your lives side by side together, right? So that's what you have to really think about when finding your person. I'm open to it, like most things. I'm spiritual people are very like, that's just how I am. It's because I understand, I'm really logical, and I work with my heart and my soul. If you do research on spirituality, like yoga, like third eye, like all of this is like it's how I move, it's how I'm successful, it's how I'm happy, it's how I'm at peace, it's how I keep going. It's spirituality. So that's my religion. But because I'm spiritual, I'm very open-minded. And because of that, I'm open to marrying different types of men. Could be Catholic, could be Christian, could be Muslim or Hindu. If he has all the things I'm looking for and has killed all of his bad habits, has morals and values, and stays true to his religion and even knows his religion when he speaks on it. Some people just say they're religious, don't have anything to say on it. You're religious and you literally don't know anything about your religion, so you don't even follow it, but you're religious. Like, I don't trust you. You just blindly are just following. I was a follower too back then. I know. So I just feel like I can't have a man that's not a leader if he doesn't believe in something strongly and doesn't like know who he is yet. You know, hasn't done the work on himself. Like, live by what he says, not just say things because they sound good or I'm religious. Like, no. Don't tell me you're religious if you're literally doing things that are not against your religion. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You're not religious. You're just saying that to sound nice or sound good or sound like a good person. A good person actually does good morals and habits and quits bad things, like, and doesn't do things behind closed doors. That's a good person. And, you know, like, I don't know. I just feel like that. I'm not even religious. I don't even talk about religion ever. We're talking about it right now because that came up, but I never talk about religion, and I just choose to be a good person, and I choose to have morals, and I choose to quit things that are bad for me, that are toxic. That's by choice as a spiritual person. That's why I'm spiritual. I don't know. Sometimes the religion, to me, I feel like it's holding people back from their best potential. That's not a fact. I don't know that to be a fact, but sometimes I feel like it. And maybe that's what led me to spirituality. I don't know. I can't really say. This is just my path and what I experienced and how I got here, but I don't know. I really don't know. Technically, everyone's human. They have their own beliefs, and, you know, they have their own cultures, and their culture tells you your religion and you're supposed to follow it, but everyone has their own, you know, opinions and their own paths and their own experiences. I just think if you have a religion, you should learn about it and literally live by everything it says if you are religious. I'm not. I'm spiritual, and I live by everything it's a good person. So it's like, I don't know. But in my opinion, that's just my opinion. Don't be religious then, or live by it. Chloe, you're too cute. You're too cute. You guys need to look at her. She's so cute. Muslim women are prohibited from marrying outside Muslim. It's law. But Muslim man can. Yeah, they told me that. Some of the Muslim, and I was like, I don't know if we're the best match because of it. And he was like, oh, like, I can actually marry any woman. He actually told me that, literally what you just said. But I just was like, I'm not sure, because if he's like, sometimes, like, I feel like with religious men, I have to tread lightly. If there's women in the chat, tread lightly with religious men. Figure out these men. They can be either fucking heaven, or they can be complete hypocrites, and they're liars, but they're good at marketing themselves, talking about religion. So it's nervous with me when we comes to like these. I'm nervous when I talk to men like this. When I talk to spiritual men or like men that are truly like Christian, I can like hear that they have everything. Their habits are completely, they don't do any of that. They don't drink, they don't smoke, they don't do corn, none of that. They're just like completely doing good for themselves, working on themselves, and like growing in their business or whatever their job. Like, damn, yes. But like the ones that are religious and say they're religious, but like not living in God and like not living their best selves, and are like having casual and messing around with women and just using their bodies left and right just to pass time. Like, I'm just like, you're not religious. Stop marking yourself as a religious person. It's such a hypocrite. And I see right through you, because I actually live by my morals and values. We can tell people who've grown like and become better. Like, we can tell like when someone is still like not learning just yet. They haven't got there yet. We see it. Because we were once there and we had to develop to become better. So no one can lie. No one can lie. Every woman sees through. Unless they're like, they've never experienced that much life. And then they end up getting married to the men that were not true and they weren't the best. And then divorce could happen. That's why the statistic rates are high, because eventually when they find out, they leave you. So what was the point of Just build yourself up as a man. That's what I try to do here in this community. I try to build everyone up for everyone here. Don't try to like get someone and try to like get them and like they're mine now and I'm gonna marry them. No, don't have women as possessions. We're not possessions. We will literally take your money and divorce you. That's what statistic rates say about women. Do not see us as possessions and try to convince us to love you. No, that should, whoever is teaching that, men teachers for men, fuck that. Don't follow us people on social media. Whoever are teaching you these horrible things, it's ruining our whole system. Become a fucking incredible man. I know you can be. Become fucking out of this world. Amazing, because you can and you will. Love yourself enough to do the work on yourself. Work on your body, your health. Stop watching porn. It's disgusting. You're watching random people do it. Like, no. If anything, live the life if you're going to live it. If you want something of that. I'd rather see a man who like gave in to temptation and like making love with in real life that actually has experience and then healed and said, I'm not doing it anymore. It was not good. It hurt people's feelings and it wasn't good. I'd rather have someone who has experienced something. But don't ever touch corn. That is complete disaster addiction. It was ruining so many lives, so many people. I had to quit that 5 years. It's horrible. But it teaches you a lot. I'd rather have someone go through physical stuff and then like get out whatever they need to get out of things that we're human beings, guys. We're human beings. We're curious. We can't shame ourselves. We have to give ourselves grace. If you had temptations and you made love with someone, like, you're a bad person. Like, I'd rather you not watch corn of these things. People are trafficking women on there. You are literally giving money to something that is taking women from the street and imprisoning them to do it for a camera. Some of it's real and people get paid, and then some of it they're not getting paid and they're taken and they're slaves on those apps. So you're providing like your time and energy and feeding to an industry that is not a good industry. It's a dark industry behind closed doors. And it's so against my morals. And the fact that a man can do that, the moment they say it, I'm like, I cannot even look at you. Like, the fact that you're feeding to a system that's so fucked, that hurts women, that literally is created by men. And then women are selling their souls, pretty much. Like, I just can't look at you. I cannot marry you. I can never. I've been quit off that 5 years. I'm not saying I'm perfect because I obviously, when I was in elementary school, one of my best friends showed me what that was. I was so young and it led me down a bad path. So I'm not perfect. I'm not an angel. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying think about and do research on these things before you do things and think about what it does to your mind, body, and soul. I had to quit that shit and it was not easy when it was like 5 years ago. It would have been 6 years. It took me a minute to quit because it's so programmed since I was a little girl. My parents weren't there as much, working 9 to 5s. My dad had 2 jobs my whole life. My mom worked all the way. I had to go to friends, walk to school, to her house, took wait to get picked up, and my parents weren't watching me. And so I got into bad things at a very young age and I went down a wrong path. If I ever have kids, I won't let them get into touching things like that and wiring their brain so young. It just happened. It's life. My parents, they made it. They worked really hard to get us to suburbs, but they weren't perfect. Most parents aren't. And we figure things out, we find things, and So I just want the best for you guys, and I want you guys to become the best, strongest, masculine man you can be, and that corn is not going to help you ever get there. I'd rather you go in real life and experience with girls who are down to do that stuff, who are not, like, you're not trying to make them seem like, oh, like, we're going to be a relationship, but I'm just using you and faking to get them in bed. No, absolutely not. No faking to women to, like, let them inside you to then, or to be inside them and then to just be like, we're not going to date. Absolutely not. No using women. But if you want to be honest and experience life with a woman who's also down to experience life together, because you guys want to just experience what love is, like, I don't ever shame men at all. I don't even ask your body count. I could care less. I just care about how our compatibility is, and like that you've grown from things you've learned and you experienced. We're human. We experience life. I don't care. Like, as long as you're a man and you've eliminated your bad habits and you know to control your down there now, and you know to control your mind and your body and your soul, you're actually a mature leader adult, then it doesn't matter your past. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather have one that's experienced than like has never had an experience with watching corn all of his life and is addicted to that. one is way more powerful and strong, and I've seen both. I've experienced both men, and the one that lived experience of life, way more grown, way more powerful, has so much more experience, has so much more skill, and confidence. So that's just my opinion. Again, live your life, your morals and values. This is just my thoughts from all of my experiences on this world, from poor men to extremely rich, from young to old. Like I've explored it all. I've seen it all, guys. That's why I can coach dating. That's why I can coach for men. I've literally seen it all, and I keep just finding new breeds of men. Now I'm gonna start tapping into men who don't want kids. That's a whole breed I haven't even experienced these men yet, so I'm excited. But that's my next journey. I'm gonna be looking for men who don't want kids at all, and tap into their minds and see, because that they're on to something, and I don't know. I want to see how they are and what their morals and values are like, and like why they think this way. But yeah, I've only tapped into the ones obviously that want kids, because that's the ones I've been like scrolling and on the Hinge and things. But there's a whole untapped market, right, Chloe? And these men could be very smart and have their habits and have their like disciplines and their leadership. And then they're just so happy with their lives and so fulfilled that they don't really need kids to make them happy. They're just so happy and content with their life. Like, if they have kids or not, it doesn't matter to them, because they're so happy with their lives. And that's a very interesting market that I have not tapped into. And I'm curious. You know? Hey, Cody. Sign me up. Right? Hello. Thank you for the follow. I never finished. Wow, you're like that too. I actually have always wanted kids, but not until like yesterday. Was it been? I kind of had like a life crisis, but I'm realizing I might not actually want kids like I thought I did, which is very interesting for me, because I really was preparing to be a parent this whole time, like a mother. So it's just kind of interesting. I know I'd be a good one, but at the same time, do I want to bring children into this life, like with everything that's going on? Like, I don't know if that's worth it. And like and also what happens with women, sometimes the men just switch up, and I'm scared, honestly. The more things I hear are just traumatizing, and it's not good for women. It's good for men, but it's not good for women. And to keep myself safe and to be able to find love quicker, maybe it's best I'd go the route of like not having a child and not doing that. And then if he ever cheats or ever like switches up on me, it doesn't matter, because I don't have children, and nothing ever changed. I can find another man. You see what I'm saying? But if you have a family and they cheat on you, like a man cheats on you or something, or switches up on you and starts treating you poorly, or starts treating you differently because there's kids here, and they get lazy or something on you, then it's like, you know, if like it won't happen with me, but if it did, or if they like something happened, like, and it ended, like, then it's like you're screwed, because like most men don't want a woman who has like a child, but for men they're okay, but for women it's not. So if I don't have a child, I'm always going to be happy, I'm always going to be free, and there's no risk for me. Even if I choose a man and if he seems perfect and he has everything going, if he ever switched up on me in the future, I'd be set, I'd be chilling. I could still like be with any man technically, because I'm still free. I don't have a child attached to me. I don't have baggage like that, right? So it's just an interesting perspective. It's a very logical perspective, and it's a safe perspective for my happiness, because I love myself and I love being, I've been single for 5 years, and I've just been living life and just continue growing. I'm chilling, but I want a man to love and make love to and cuddle. Like I just want to like, I just want to like I just want to love a man. I just want to be with a man. So that's why I feel like I need it. But like, I just am scared that like he's going to like switch up on me in the future. Like, I'm kind of nervous about like, from things I've been hearing. I don't know, these are different cases, but it's like I hear a lot of them, so it's just, sometimes it's just scary. But we're supposed to be trusting each other. Women and men are supposed to trust each other, but the world and what it looks like and what men have done, because men are leading, they rule the world, it just seems like it's an untrustworthy space right now for men and women. It just seems like it, because how can they let these things happen? How can these terrible things we keep hearing about are happening? If women were like leading, I don't know if it would be like this. And it just makes me nervous about really all men, and like how they could switch up. And that's why I'm here to help you guys grow, because it's just like, it's scary. it's scary. And that's why it's like, if I don't have kids, I'm safe. I'm gonna always be safe. You know what I mean? And that's like, that feels good in this day and age. Like, if maybe back then it could have been different, I don't know. But in this day and age, that sounds safe for me. And I can still love someone daily and be with them. And I have to be good enough for them only without a child. Like, they have to love me that much that they don't need a child. Like, I'm that good for them. And that seems like true love. And then I would be the same for them. Like, I don't need them to make me a baby. Like, I just love them through and out. I would die just happy just being with them forever. That's all I need for happiness. And I feel like it feels right. I just never had this theory before, but it feels right. So I'm curious. I'm gonna try to start dating. I'm gonna try to see if I can start dating men who don't want kids, and how I'm gonna be taking notes and figuring this out, like how they move and how they think. Because I'm new to this realization. Maybe they've been like this for years. Who knows? I don't know. I'm interested though.
B, San Diego. Per usual.
Guys, it's supposed to be editing.
Let's
I'm
jump
talking to
into
you guys. The coolest uncle, yeah.
Here.
Yeah, it's just something new. I'm still like, it's still fresh. So yeah, it's a good mindset, but it's also like, it's still a fresh theory. And so we're kind of in our community still testing it. So I don't want to say like it's finite and this is just what I'm like, you can't just be like that. As we pick up theories and we grow in this road, we have to like kind of experience it. It's experience. So let me get some experience in this space before I can fully say that this is going to be a part of the curriculum of our program or something, or just in general of our lives, like having a foundational thing that you just say it is as it is. Like, I can't make it foundational yet, but it is a very interesting theory that my life has brought me to. So if we could be onto something very special, and that's where true love lives, like the truest of love. But I don't know. Or it could be lead to very, very, very selfish men. So it could maybe be a combination of very, very selfish men or very, very wise men, or both, but in like a good way, not a bad way, like not in an evil like way, but like a nice, good, like strong, powerful, like wisdom, powerful man that like just so happy with his life and so happy with the success that he doesn't even need children to make it even happier. You know what I mean? If anything, having children would actually like maybe affect his happiness in a way. So he's so smart and understands that he doesn't even really need to have children. But if he wanted to have it, he could. If the girl wanted it, then he would. But it's not a necessity. And that's just a different type of man. And I'm curious, because that's kind of how I feel now. I got to that point literally like yesterday where I was like, damn, I don't even think I need kids. It's very interesting. And now I'm kind of seeing, I did meet a man like that in the past, and I messed that one up. But I just felt like he wasn't it, and I was nervous. I can't give my heart to someone if you're making me rethink shit. And maybe I was immature. I don't know. Maybe I was too strict, but I didn't have this realization until right now, and he had said that back then. And now it makes sense what he said. I didn't learn this till now, though. Sometimes you have to live life. People can't just tell you things because you don't get it. I keep growing every single year, just better and better. But like I think I already know so much, but I don't. There's just so much to learn. There's so much different theories and like concepts of life. And once you get there, you keep learning and growing. Eventually, you're gonna experience something. You just experience shit that just like shakes your whole perspective on your life. It's insane. Like that's literally what every single year I keep feeling like a new me. Like now I quit sugar. I don't even eat sugar anymore. It's just crazy. Only on special occasions like holidays and like birthdays. But it's just like things like this. It's just like you just keep learning and you just keep changing. You just keep rethinking your life and better things keep happening. And it's just because our parents didn't teach us, and that's fine. We just, other parents, teach their children all these things when they're young, but we didn't have that. So we have to actually live life to experience it first. And then if we do choose to have children, which I'm not sure yet, but if we did, we would then teach them all of these experiences and more, because as we get older, you keep learning more. So there's just even more. It's never ending. It's amazing.
Yoga, stretching.
But I think I could be onto something in a better life if I like didn't have kids, like a safer life for a woman and maybe my marriage would be stronger and we'd be more happier. I don't know. You're getting deja vu? Oh my god. What does that mean? Don't they say it's like, what is it, like the Matrix, or like that there's different dimensions and that like this is being lived in another time, in another place, and it's like we're in like a simulation? What is that saying about like deja vu?
Yoga sculpt, yoga stretches. We're gonna do our splits, and of course our 100 abs.
Okay, I need to delete all of this. Thank you for the follows. Oh my god, I can't with myself. Chloe, what's wrong with me? She's so cute. It's so hot. She's on the floor. She can't handle it. I can't handle it. I'm literally gonna start sweating right now.
New shipments of the clothing every single. But I wanted to do the TikToking around.
You can barely hear me. Oh, there's children in the background. They're so cute. He's little. His little. Ooh, he's running. He jumped. His little thighs.
If I live in a place where there's over there too.
Okay.
On your own time, you guys can decide when you're ready. I'm so proud of you. Workout for Kate. Easy Tuesdays are my favorite days of the week. Quick and easy shoulders as per usual and splits.
Chloe. Okay, right here. This is good. This is good. I can finish with that. Kind of looking in this direction. Whoa. You can see the gifts. The problem is I can't see it really. Oh, right there. I think right there, possibly. I wonder where that guy went. I'm really bad with keeping up with people because I'm always working. That's my problem. It's one of my problems. His name was Alex Lindelius. He was a very wise guy. And he has a very wise mother. He's blessed to, like, you know, his family is very smart and like continues to do knowledge and research, so he always would get new information. Like, he was always so wise. Such a cool person. There's just some people like that that you just remember, you know, like in your life, like just pretty sick people. Like, he's one of those people from my past in high school. I was just a sick human. Amazing. I wonder where he is in life. The only thing that, like, I thought he was cool, but, like, we weren't a match is because he did this all the time. It was, like, a part of his identity. So I couldn't see it, like, ever with him. I just saw him as a friend, as a bro. But he was good looking, pretty eyes. Good looking and pretty eyes, and a great voice and good conversation, very smart guy. Oh, it's right here. it's this one. Guys, I'm kind of excited for this new life. I possibly might move to the beach. Imagine what we're gonna be like on the beach, like on our live streams, and like imagine how we're gonna, like, our community is gonna unfold. I feel like it's gonna be good for us. I hope I'm just not tired because I haven't worked 9 to 5 in a long time, but I think I'll be fine. Does anyone have tips? Has anyone done retail jobs, like jobs with clothing and like stores with like different merch, or not merch, like clothing? How did you know, Enrique, that I was processing my thoughts? At that one point I was thinking about like kind of the past, and like I just remember because earlier we were talking about the God situation, about us humans being God, and I just thought of him in our deep conversation. I just remember us like, we would not sleep, guys. Like every time I hung out with him, we were like, whatever, we went on trips to Mexico, we went to Joshua Tree, we went, he just had to have house parties all the time, and all the high school people would just go to his house. He was just that person, like he was just a good person, and he just, people wouldn't want to be around him, so they would show up, you know, to places. But I remember him just, it's just like, he's one of those humans that like you just like meet up in a room with, like a room with 4 walls, and literally you don't sleep till like the next night. It's crazy, but that's just his energy. You don't sleep until the next night, like every time you're with him, because that is how much fun you have, and like that's how smart he is, because the conversation can go for another 20 hours and not get bland or boring. That's insane. I just thought of that right now. That was one of the friends I had in high school. Holy shit. I never really thought about it that way, but like every time we never slept. The only time we slept was like in Mexico, is because we had events the next day, and I fell asleep, but I don't know if all of them did. But we had a hotel party one time for my birthday. We had one. And one of his ex-girlfriends, she got it for us, and then it was just wild times, and like they were so kind to me. They're always so sweet to me. I have a problem with, like, because I'm trying to be so successful and I've always am growing. I have a growth group for a reason. My problem is like I'm working on myself like every single day for years since the junior year of high school. And because I'm this way, and I have like morals and values, eventually I can't put my energy with certain people if it doesn't align, but they're sick as fuck. And I remember them being sick because I love them, like they were cool as hell, but I can't like reach out to you to hang out because I'm always working. And then also my morals and values, right? If I stopped doing this, I mean, I was fine, I wouldn't do it when I was with them, but still, it's just when something is not aligned with my morals and values, it's hard for me to want to go message someone to hang out, if that makes sense, because I know that being in their space, I'm going to be around it, so it's secondhand. Even if I'm not aware of it, by not doing it, I'm not reaching out for a reason. My mind and body's trying to protect me. But then when they would reach out, I'd be like, yes, I'm coming through, right? I've always been someone to say yes and like I'm down growing up. I mean, life's different now, but back then when I was younger, I was always like the down girl. I was like, yes, I go. They'd always like take me places. I'd have friends that would take me places and whatever. But it's just like, he was a cool person, but again, like the morals and values, like being around it, it's gonna be the smoke in the air. So it's like, that's why I feel like I kind of drifted from them. And then they were probably like that friend group of guys in the community there. Now I think about it, the reason we probably didn't stay the friend group is because I also was never reaching out. And probably one day, as years and years and years went on, from high school to a little bit of up in adulthood, like they probably noticed that I never reach out. And that probably was like, well, then we're just not going to invite her and see if she ever reaches out. You see what I'm saying? So I think that is my problem. But like, I just also have morals and values, and so I'm not gonna reach out to someone, or I'm in a situation that's like, that's not a part of what I want to do, right? So it's like they're cool ass people, and I kind of miss, now that I'm thinking about that group, I'm thinking about him, I miss that conversation. And even if we don't have the same morals and values and we just do different habits, like he was still a cool, sick ass friend. You know what I mean? It's very interesting. It's rare to find people like that. Chloe, you're too cute. Isn't that interesting? It's sad because I kind of really care about people and I care about our friendship, but like, I care about people so much that I want to say yes and go, but then at one point you just get older and older and you get wiser and wiser, and you just like understand who you are, and you just know that if you say yes to people's plans, like it puts you in a place of like, that is not like, that fits who you are as a person anymore. When I was in high school and I was a freshman, sophomore, I was there. It was living it. I was that age. I was young. But then as I got older, I quit things. At 21, I was done alcohol. Before this, I was done at 18. Like I was over it. It was bad for me. I realized I got out of it. I thought it was gross. It made me, it's not good for you. It makes me not a good person. So why am I doing something that makes me not a good, healthy person, a good person, a happy person? It's putting me in bad situations. So I just stopped. But like, it still doesn't mean that those people weren't good people. It doesn't mean those people weren't sick people. That the people are still sick. Whether you do this or not, dude, like you're still a cool ass person. You know what I mean? Like the vibe, the good of a human, like, but it's just not my morals and values, and it's secondhand. And I really value health. I really value like being conscious and present and be super aware and be conscious and not do something to elevate or change something. I want us all to not do these things and still be able to just 1 second, let's play music and now I'm just dancing on live. I want us to, as humans, to not need to do this or this, to just be wild and crazy and have fun in your own soul. No permission, oh, this is going to give me permission to now dance on the dance floor, be wild, or speak my mind. No. I can dance right now anytime, play a song, I'll dance in front of everyone. This is what I want humans to be like. We should be free to be ourselves and have fun, like sober, you know what I mean? And that's why, like, I think it's sad, but like I don't hang around like people I used to, and they're cool ass people. It's just they're not like my morals and values, you know, and I don't want secondhand smoke. So it's sad. It's a sad thing. It shouldn't be this way, but it has to be, for the sake of our health, and for it's just in the sake of possibly getting me into bad things, or you know, I just protect my peace, I guess, now. But I still miss those people in my life that were back then that were just so sick. They added to my growth. Like, they are part of the reason I'm who I am today, even if we don't hang out anymore or talk to each other. Like, I appreciate everyone from my past. They've all saw me at different places. Oh, different versions. Each one of those people will have something different to say about me, that's for sure. I was a whole different human at those different times. Very wild person. But I've always been nice, but I've always been wild back then, and I didn't have morals and values. I didn't live by them. So it's interesting, but every person from my past that has made a difference or have impacted me, they all will probably see me in a different way at different points of my journey, but they all kind of know where I became, which is now. It's just interesting. Like, there was that quote I just saw today on YouTube. Listen to this. This is so interesting. I've heard this quote before, but I haven't heard this quote in this way. And that like was really like, damn. This is the quote. Hold on. Hold on. Oh wait, was it on the... Ooh, did I not post it? Oh, I couldn't post it. It didn't let me. it didn't let me post it on my story, but I reshared it. Listen, I learned this a while back, but when I heard it in this way, I thought it was beautiful. The way that this was said, it's in a better way. It explained it better.
The thing about life is that you are a different person. The ironic thing about life is that you are a different person to everyone you meet. To some, you're quiet. To others, you never stop talking. Some remember you for your kindness. Others for the time you walked away. You are a villain in someone's story, a hero in another's. And to most, you're just a passing thought, a name they once knew. You don't exist as one person, but as countless versions of yourself, shaped by fleeting moments and personal perception. The ironic thing about life is that
Isn't that so intriguing to think that we're just a piece in someone's story and then everyone forgets? You know, isn't that so interesting? I heard this in a different way, but I like the way this person said it. This way was the best way to say it. But like, literally, all those people who saw me back then, they saw different versions of me. They saw like the young version of me, but they don't know this new version of me. They don't know who I am. Like, they literally don't know. Isn't that crazy? They might think they know who I am because they knew me back then, but they don't know who I am now. That's insane to think about. They don't actually know me now. They don't know all of the hundreds of thousands of things I've learned in the last 8 to 9 years. Like, they don't know me anymore. From all the experience, I'm a whole nother human. It's crazy. And it's because, like, they only saw that version when I was that young and had no life experience and didn't grow ever, was so stagnant, was so still, doing these things just so not going anywhere. It's just literally stagnant, I didn't do nothing. I wasn't doing anything. Like, it's crazy. Let me need to listen to this again. This is good.
you are a different person to everyone you meet. To some, you're quiet. To others, you never stop talking. Some remember you for your kindness. Others for the time you walked away. You are a villain in someone's story, a hero in another's. And to most, you're just a passing thought, a name they once knew. You don't exist as one person, but as countless versions of yourself, shaped by fleeting moments and personal perception. The ironic thing about life is that you are a different person to everyone you meet. To some, you're quiet. To others, you never stop talking.
I talk to you guys
Some remember
all
you
the
for your
time.
kindness. Others for the time you walked away. You are a villain in someone's story, a hero in another's. And to most, you're just a passing thought, a name they once knew. You don't exist as one person, but as countless versions of yourself, shaped by fleeting moments and personal perception. The ironic thing about life is that you are a different
Isn't it
person.
so sick? We need to know these things while we grow in this community growth group. We need to know these things because this just means we should not care what anyone thinks and we should just focus on ourselves and grow, because everyone's going to see us differently. Some people are going to see me dance and say she's a whore. Some people are going to see me dance and be like, damn, she's talented. I want to dance like that one day. She's living life. One person's going to see me in the past when I used to do this and this, and I would pass out and like throw up. They're going to see a really sad version, a like funny version of me that was just did not have her shit together. Some are going to, like my exes, are going to see me as a villain. They're going to see me as she broke my heart, she left me. Like, they're going to see me as bad. Every single person that like comes in your path will judge you and see you in a different light. And then they're gone. And then you keep growing. But it doesn't define you. What anyone says, and when anyone says or thinks or see, however they see you, it's not who you are. We just are ever evolving. We're ever growing. That was only a moment in time. And you're becoming a better person every single day. You're growing every single day. And one day they're going to look at you and not recognize you. And they will not know who you are at all. It's crazy. Only a piece in time, literally. Which is why we need to do what we love. And who cares what people think? People don't even understand. People can call me whatever. Men would literally like not like me because I dance. But like they don't understand that that was the most happiest I ever experienced in my entire life. And I'm not just a dancer, I'm so much more than that. But that's all they saw. So they judged me. And they probably still do. Like, it's just gonna be a thing. But they don't know me. They don't actually know me. They just see something I do and they judge it. Like, but really dancing is the best cardio, and all humans should dance, women and men, in my opinion. Everyone should dance. But it's like back then, people in high school never see me dance. Like, I was just a girl that's doing these things. Like, I became a dancer later in my adulthood. And then I never seen anyone from high school pretty much since, actually. I don't know anyone I've seen since high school. No one has never seen this new version of me, who I became. You know what I mean? They haven't seen me as an influencer either. So it's kind of insane. People just won't recognize it. They don't know who you are anymore. You're different. You have different passions. You have a different life. You have different morals and values. You quit things. You're past that. And that's why you guys are not a match as friends anymore. That's why you can't hang around with them. Even if they're sick-ass people. I'm not saying people who don't like have the same morals and values as you doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means you're not a compatible match, because you guys' morals and values are different. You see the world different. You move in the world different. And they can still be sick-ass people. You can still admire them from a distance. Just because you don't want to do this or do these things doesn't mean, like, they're not cool people. Anyone can be sick as heck and doing things, like, behind, like, for example, like, even the tragedy things we hear, like, the people with money, they're empowered, things doing crazy things behind closed doors. People can be so sick and cool, and you can never think that they're bad, but they could be doing evil. And then people who are evil also could be misleading too, because they're actually just, they don't trust people, and they could be so sweet inside, like, and you will only see a certain version of them and judge them based off that. But a human is so much more than that. They're so much more than that. They're not just about what that image, the perception that you see, like the cover of a book. And they could be sick ass people. You just don't relate because you just don't have things in common. Like, one's doing this, one's at parties doing this. I don't do that. I'm gonna be awkward there. Like, you're gonna want to do this, like, let's do cheers, and I'm just like, can you pour water in it? Like, we're just different. You know what I mean? That's why there's not compatibility there. And then with other people, there's more compatible. If you do this and you have fun on the weekends, and a girl that does the same thing, you guys are a great couple, like a great match. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like your lifestyle is your morals and your habits and your values. If you find someone, like friends, and also like a couple as your, like, your person who has similar morals and values and kind of lifestyle choices, like how they move, if they do those things when they go have fun, then you guys are tight. You guys are a match. But for me, and I realize now, like, I used to be really lenient, guys. This last 3 years that I've been dating, I've said I'm okay with alcohol. And I just made this change like 4 days ago or so, or 4 days, like around 4 days now. Before I made the realization of the children, of not having children right now, I realized probably I've been searching for 3 years now. And it's probably the reason why I haven't found my person is because I've been lenient on this thing. And if I would have done this from year one, this is why I need to help women eventually. Right now I'm going to help men, but eventually I'm going to coach women too. Because damn, I could have been in love like 2 years ago if I didn't make this change right now on my thing. So now when I'm scrolling through and the guys, like, if they say never on this, and if they say never on this, now I'm getting somewhere closer to someone who's similar to me. Which I didn't do this for years. 3 years I've been searching for love online and in person for my life partner. And I just have always been, oh, well, like, how often do you do it? It's like, oh, only socially. Oh, I do it every weekend. Oh, I do it like when I'm with the guys. So it's often. So it's like, I'm like, oh, and maybe, and then the ones I'd be lenient would be like, oh, like, it's only socially, just a little drink, a light drink, and that's it, like one drink. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's continue the conversation. But now I'm not even talking to any, that's removing like hundreds of men. And if I would have done this like 3 years ago, I would have been married by now, probably. It's crazy to think about. I feel dumb. But that's such an important thing. I don't know why I was lenient on it. It's because my sister one time put something into my head. She was like, well, it's going to be hard for you to find love. I remember that one day she said that, and it like kind of hurt me when she said it. She had like a condescending voice, and it stuck with me. So when I was dating, I was like, maybe I'm being too harsh to like say to a man that he can't drink. So I was like, let me just allow him to drink, and that could be okay. Because my sister said that because she made me scared. But maybe when she said that, she put fear into me, which then made me have to do a decision, which led me down the wrong men that I'm looking for. It's kind of fucked, but that's how it works sometimes. People influence you in a negative way. She didn't mean to. She's just trying to like look out for me as a sister. But that actually installed fear and was thinking, I'm gonna never find love then, so maybe I should be okay with alcohol then, so I can have more options. And that has made me not find my person, I think. And so I just had this change 4 days ago. And now it's actually so much quicker when I'm scrolling through. It's crazy. And then the ones that do get through, that are both, and they never drink and they don't smoke, I'm talking to them and it's like, whoa, they're different, they're healthy people. So it's like I'm getting closer to people like me. So it's like this whole time, it's so fucked. Sometimes you have life lessons, like you're just like, damn. But I'm 26. It's that age. I just turned 26. So this is literally, this month has been fucking crazy. I just keep learning crazy shit. Every single year I turn a new age, I just feel like there's just so much shit I learn. It's coming all at me. It's so quick. It's so intense. It's like, holy shit. You know what I mean? But I just feel like, damn, I wasted like 3 years of dating guys. I'm talking to guys that literally do this and I don't do this. So why do I want a partner who does this? We need to be compatible. What was I thinking? I was so dumb. It makes so much sense now. Sorry guys, it's loaded now. We're almost done. It loaded. This one was quick. Usually it takes a long time. Sometimes it'd be like that. It's weird. I don't know if it's to do with the service. I'm not sure if it has to do with the type of video and the length of the video. But this one was pretty good. Let me just input and then post. Okay. Good job. Let's get apples, or 1 apple. You said done? I hope more men like stop doing this and this, because then that means I will have some hope of love one day, because it just feels like everyone nowadays is just following rappers and artists and just trying to be cool and just like, you know, live a party life that like just wants to like get messed up and like forget the night. I just don't want to live like that. I want to remember every single moment of every single day and be passionate and learn from life and experience memories and never forget them, and just I want to do that with a man and just like just have all these amazing memories that we never forget ever, and we just learn and grow. And that's what it means to be sober. That's what it's been my experience being sober for all of this time, all of these years. I just get smarter and smarter, and I just keep learning more and more. You just get sharper and sharper the longer you're sober. And if you have a partner, it's like that too. It's just like, oh, heaven. Because we can have memories together. We're sharp together. We're healthy together. We're living longer together. We're not going to have like cancers in the future and like waste our money on like hospital bills. We can spend our money on travel and living our best lives together. Fine dining, restaurants, massages. I want to live a life like that with my husband. But if he's like hurting his body and not caring about his health, like I can't have a nice future. He's going to end up dying at like 90, 80 years old. Maybe even younger if he's super unhealthy and is doing this and this. He's probably like going to end his life around like 60, 70. And I don't want to marry a man that's going to act that. I don't want to lose him. I want him to be healthy and alive and strong and powerful. I would rather die first. I don't want to see him die because unhealthy, not taking care of himself. I won't let it on my watch. I won't do it. I won't let him like be unhealthy and hurt himself and kill himself. And he can't do that for me. He has to love me enough to take care of himself. And if we do have kids, if I do end up wanting them, then for the kids as well, you know? My second love, I try to help him quit. He couldn't. He did for a little bit, but he couldn't. And his mom was trying to have me help him. And he did for a while, but I was immature. I didn't know how to communicate in high school as well as I did as I'm older. So I did the most I could for him. And he quit for a while, but he couldn't quit all the way. He still used to do those little vape things. But his mom told me he has to use it because he was so addicted that like he needed to have some fix of some sort. So it was better to do that than other things. So I had to like allow it. But I told him eventually I wanted him to stop doing that too. But he never was gonna do it. You can't change men. That's why I just look for one that's ready, because you can never change them. Even if you're like an amazing woman, and you just teach them all these things, and you teach them about money and credit, and you try to build their whole lives up. Even if you're like a literal mom to them, they still will not learn. You will never change a man. You have to find them as they are, period. I learned that in high school a long time ago. That's why I've been single for 5 years, because you can never teach a man. It leads to unsuccessful. It's unsuccessful. They switch back up. They go back to how they used to be. It sucks. But they have to learn life on their own. They have to make decisions on their own, not for another woman. It's for themselves. And then it actually stays forever, and you have to meet them where they're at their maturity. And so that's why I've been single for 5 years, because I haven't found it that matches what I'm looking for. And again, I won't teach it. I'll teach it for, for business, which is what we're doing now, but like not as in like my time to like teach you to like be with me, if that makes sense. Like, oh, we'll date and I'll teach you everything and then I'll make you my dream husband. Absolutely not. It doesn't work. I wish it worked. I'd be married by now if it worked. It doesn't work. They have to grow to be a man because they want to grow to be a man and become mature. Okay, let's go to the room. It got dirty. Okay. I need to use your restroom, so I'm gonna put you guys in the room. Where'd Chloe go? Oh, she's on the bed now. You guys can chill with Chloe until I come back. Too cute. Too cute. Too cute. What is happening? Do you have fleas? What are you biting? Oh my goodness, guys. Have you guys been watching her bite herself?
Understanding one theories under
She fell asleep. Did you guys see how loud she is? Felines are free. That's so cute. This is Chloe live. Yay! Chloe. She should have her own channel. They're so cool. True, they get chill really quickly. Cats are a breeze to own. They're a breeze. They make your life easier, not harder, for sure. Okay, the phone's gonna die. Can we get comfortable in the bed? I need to lay down. I'm like in crisscross. Oh my goodness. It's like see-through in my shirt right now because the lighting. Hold on. Let me adjust. Chloe, you're too cute. Stop down. You guys are going for a dive. It's a little too see-through on this angle right now. So we need to fix that. You're too cute. You're too cute. I will do... Oh, I think I can do like the little sports bra that I have. It's like really thin. It's like not too thick, so I just need like something thin and comfortable. Oh my god, guys, my tan lines look horrible. I can't believe I got a tan line so quickly. I wasn't even out there that long. It looks so bad. Ew. I look ugly now. It's horrible, Chloe. This is what happened to me today. It's a disaster. I look ratchet, is what I look like. User, it was ugly. The lines look bad. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. I know, David, I probably should have done that. That would have probably been smart. Ah, excuse me. Cracked my hip too right now. Felt good though. Codes becoming him. You don't lose confidence. Hey loves, this is the Hey loves, this Hey loves, this is the Loves, this is the series Confidence Codes. This is Hey loves, this is the series Confidence, and you're actually the confidence because power to be a good Thank you so much, Gem. Or wait, I read the wrong thing. It's called Gem Gun. Appeasy. Thank you so much, Appeasy. Thank you for your support in our community. This is eventually what I'd like to do full time and be a live streamer. But I think I might be getting a job soon. But if we could make this like be our thing and like help us reach into new leagues, like right here in the corner right here of the chat it says daily rank. We have to like get a certain amount of like gifts per week, I think, in order to go up in the leagues. So that means a lot. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. If anyone can help though with that too, we haven't really fully started going to do it yet, but technically we could still be ranking in the leagues. And right now it is Tuesday, so we're in C4 right now. We could be filling up the little boxes to like go to the next level. Thank you. Thank you for the rose. Your support means so much. Thank you. Yay. I love roses. They make me feel special. Thank you. Yes, Dave. Yes. I never thought I'd have a 9 to 5 again, but this seems like a great job. It looks so much fun. And I think it's worth it. And I can get new cute outfits too. There's so many pretty women in there. I'm so excited to work there. And they're so cute too. They're not only pretty, but they're like nice. And they have pretty eyeballs. And they're just like cute and like innocent little balls of eyes. And you look at them. I hope I can get a job there. Thank you, Yang. The ice cream cones. Thank you. Oh my god, I can't believe I might be living on the beach. I'm kind of shook right now, guys. I don't really know if that's real or not. I never thought I could do that. It's so expensive, but if I get a job there, then I think I possibly can. And the help with our community, I think I can, because the job plus like what we're doing here, that's 2. So I think it's possible to live there then. Possibly. It might be tough, and I might not be living like lavish. I'll probably be like, you know, not spending much money, of course, but I think like it's worth it. It might be worth it still. Ooh. Until I finish editing, then we can do a massage again. Yes. Yes, David. So true. Oh my goodness. Why am I? Maybe it's the apples. And when you swallow air when you're eating, you're crunching the apple. Thank you. Thank you so much, Appeasy. Thank you so much for the firework. I love you. Thank you so much for your support. Are you part of our community now? We're Team Lovies. Be on our team. We do a lot here. We're not just live streamers only. We do more to help men and to help society. And have fun and health stuff. Like fitness stuff. Thank you so much for your support. Appeasy, what's your name? Is that your name on here, Appeasy? Do you like when I call you that? Or do you want me to call you by your first name? I recommend like putting your like first name next to it too, so I can read it. Thank you, David. AP. Ooh, AP's sick. Ooh, that's sick. AP. I like that. I like that.
This is the series Confidence, Power, and
AP.
I love you guys so much. I hope this
I never heard that name
I'll
before.
see you in the next one.
I love it. Okay. I shouldn't have used my right hand. AP, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Monica, you make me want to dance right now. Thank you. Thank you for your support. I'm left-handed. I used to be a point guard in basketball. And so I used to also throw. I literally used to shoot with my left hand. But I'm dominant, 100% dominant more, am I right? Also, I played soccer. You had to learn both legs. When passing, we have to learn how to pass on the left and pass on the right. I grew up playing soccer since really, really young, all the way to high school. And but yeah, I would dominantly kick with my right, but I still would pass with my left. And in basketball, I learned how to shoot with my left, but mostly dominant is right. Again, I was point guard, so I need to learn. So what made me strong as a point guard was because I was kind of leading the whole team and like passing the ball and stuff and making the plays. I'd actually be really strong in defense too, because I could use both hands, so they couldn't get around me. I would take the ball from them easy. And when I dribble, I can not only go to one side, I can go to the right side. And as a point guard, it's very strong, because usually someone's weak on this side, right? They can't do it. So it's like they only can go one way. But I could go both ways and make plays on both sides because I could do both. But that took practice. To be really good at whatever you do, sports, life, and anything, you have to practice a lot. Because unless you're naturally left-handed and right-handed, which I was not born naturally gifted at those things, I had to learn them and then build muscle and strength in this arm, which eventually got really good, and I could shoot with it too. It just takes practice. Everything in life takes practice. Hey, kid. You're calling me mommy? I'm not sure if I like that. That makes me feel like, I don't know if I like that. What does that mean, actually? I don't really know. It's loading right now. No! It said something's not working. It, like, didn't go through. Oh, okay. Oh! Oh, we're back in. We're back in. Sorry. We're good. File. What, Cade? I don't know if I like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I like to call my man daddy. Is that weird, guys? It might be weird. I thought about wanting to change that. I was like, maybe I'm toxic. But at the same time, I like it. But if I can rewire my brain to not like it, then maybe I'm better for a man and he likes me better if I don't say that. Is that a bad thing? Do you think some men would be like, nah, not at all, don't call me that? Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. Thank you, AP. Thank you, AP. AP, you're blowing me up. I love you. Thank you for your support. You're giving me hope that we can make it, and that I won't need to work a 9 to 5. When you guys do this for me, like, it actually makes me feel like we could do it. I'm not gonna be on here like all the fucking time. I would literally be on live like every day. If we could literally make it and actually make it as our team, like, dude, I'm here like 10 hours a day. I would totally be. Maybe we could make it, guys. But I think I can't pass up the opportunity for the job, though. Because it's a cool job, and it just, like, happens spontaneously, you know? AP! Thank you so much. That was such a beautiful swan. Holy. Thank you so much, AP. Thank you. Oh, my God. I love you so much. Thank you for your support. You can see that you believe in me as a creator. Thank you. My YouTube channel is, this one is my first name. Oh wait, I changed my name. Isabel with no L, just ISABL, 1 L, and then Montenegro, like the country. Look up Montenegro, put country. If you spell it wrong, it'll make it right. So first name, Isabel Montenegro, and official. That is one account. And the other one is Bella Live Unedited. So I have 2 accounts. One of them is more educational for helping people that are mostly younger to like 30s. Still I can help older, but I'm not like gearing it towards like 40s. It's more to like 18 to like
38, I would say 40. I mean, I could do 40, not in the 40s, because then I would have a different type of conversation, a different way of presenting it. But I think from like 30, like 39, 40, all the way down to like 18 is probably what the educational one is. And then my other account is just like a lifestyle channel. So just whatever like lives we do and just vlogs and stuff. So it's more just like personal things, not so much like educational. So I'm trying to do both right now. Excuse me, sorry. That's a little better, AP. I'm not sure. It's really interesting. I'm not used to people calling me those things. Honestly, I'm not used to that at all. Chloe! It feels different inside. I don't know why it feels different inside. What does that mean? Why does it feel like that? Yeah, true. True, it is good for experience. Yeah, true. I feel like it's gonna be consistency, which is good to have, you know. It's good to have. My iPad. Did it go through? Let me see. I don't know why it's not loading. Chloe, she's snoring, guys. She's snoring. No, it's not working. Why is it working? Good or bad feeling? Okay, can I be really honest with you guys? I don't know if I should be this honest, actually. This is intense. Okay, do you guys really want to hear? Is this gonna be weird? Do you guys want to hear weird things from my past? Like, maybe this is too personal. This might be too TMI. We're adults, but still, you know what I mean? Also, we're on live stream. I need to chill. I need to chill. This is why it's hard sometimes on live, because I'm an adult human. Adult humans can speak what they want to speak, but this is a child's app. But humans speak when they think something, they speak, right? So that's how I am. I think something and I speak it, whether it's appropriate or not. You know? We're grown. Let's hear we're grown. You know what I mean? So it's like I have to watch what I say because it's a children's app. Let me try to like talk in a code so that if there is children that pass by our live, they won't understand it because they're not adults yet. And that's not I don't mean to be in any way. I'm doing this for the sake of like the app and for our community to be safe if something happens, and also to preserve your ears for the better for you, not to be mean. It's just for moral correctness and values, right? So that's why I'm having to do this right now, not because I want to. It's because it's morally for the app and it's correct. So I'm gonna do it in like a different way. So it's like you have to kind of put the pieces together. Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you, Hippie. Thank you, Phil. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're talking in code. So when you say that, okay. There was a ball player in my past, I think like 5 years ago. He was like, hold on. He was literally like here. No joke. No joke. Like literally like around like their girth. It's like, that's right. Anyways, so when you said that, I think the way it makes me feel is because that is the only other person out of thousands of men I've talked to in my life. Only one person said what you said with the M-O-M. I can say it out loud. It's so uncomfortable to say it out loud, right? And I don't know why. It's not even a bad thing, but it's just because the history behind it. Mamas. No, I can't even say it. I can't even say it. But that only one other person, then since you right now said that to me in the past, one other person. And for me, I thought it was a culture thing. Because I think his family was from Africa. So I was like, oh, his mom probably... And it's an African culture thing for them to say with the AS. Because I've never heard any men, and I grew up in California, San Diego my whole life. Never heard someone say that. So when you said it right now, I was like, whoa. Memories and feelings tingle. But also interesting, because he was not a good person. He was one of those people that, you know, they're just a professional athlete. Like, they're hard to, like, you know, the marrying kind. Like, he's just one of those type of men. But not only was he not, like, knowledgeable about life at all and just only stuck to his sport, was really, really good at only one thing. But on top of that, he had anger issues, bro. Like a psychopath. Swear to God. He, like, it's crazy, bro. It's sad. But his parents really wanted him to become a professional ball player to save them. To, like, you know, be rich for the parents. So they, like, did a number on his soul. It breaks my heart. I hope he's good now. But, like, the way he I couldn't leave the place. This is one of the last times I ever was with a professional athlete. Like, absolutely not. I've been with multiple different professional ones and different types of ball players, different ones. But this was like, wow. Some trauma. He was going to therapy for it, and when he told me he was going to therapy, because I was women are healers, so, like, we see you. Every woman sees who you are, and, like, everything you're lacking or not, or your traumas, we see you. So I saw him straight up. I've been seeing him. I dealt with my first love was angry as well. So he's just one of those guys. You just know him. You understand that they're traumatized, and they, you know, they get angry. And they can't control themselves. And it stems from their parents, how their parents, like, hit them or raised them or what they've seen. So he couldn't be peaceful at all. Even when I was maturely talking like this and I was, like, gonna leave, because I was like, he was just, like, more mean. Like, he couldn't let anything be happy. Because he also was a Taurus, so he was also stubborn. He was not only stubborn, but also anger issues. So it's a dangerous place for a woman. But it was the biggest I ever had. And some of the wildest and some of the most amazing. It feels good. So that's why you still kind of go back for a little bit. And then you realize it gets really bad. And it's like, you can't play with it anymore. You know what I mean? This is years ago, guys. This is how I was years ago. But it was a good experience. I learned a lot of things. He's a very experienced man, so I learned a lot of skills from him. But, yeah, again, it was always coming to an end. I knew that, too. I've been single for 5 years. So the first 2 years of my life, being single, I was not looking for a relationship at all. It wasn't until it's been 6 years now, so 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, is when I started looking for my life partner, and I matured. But before 3-4 years ago now, I was just living in the moment, not looking for a life partner, not caring if I met someone, if we did it. Like, I was kind of that person the first 2 years of my single life. And I met him during that era of single life. I met a lot of ball players during that single life. His was interesting, special, different, unique techniques that I'll teach you guys eventually. It's going to be in my course, but a lot of interesting techniques. A lot of things I learned. I learned you can be also too big. I didn't know that. I kind of understood it, but I didn't experience it. But men can be too big. And also women won't marry you because you're too big. But I learned, again, I'm an open-minded person. I'm a smart person, a smart woman. So I'm up for the fucking challenge. Give it to me. I'm gonna learn. And I damn sure learned. So I know how to help women in those case scenarios. I know how to help men also that are overly big. I have tips and things I learned that actually can still please a woman, even while being super, super too big. Actually been with 2 guys that are like that. The other guy was even thicker. Probably like this thick. Yeah, I couldn't close my fingers together. I would say like that thick. And like length, like 9. That was so the guy that was a ball player was only like, I think 2 years older than me. The other guy was like, I think like 8 years older than me. So he was an older man. And so that's why I think he was thicker and like longer too. But the other guy, the ball player, was more like thinner, but not too thin, not skinny. Just like not like girthy, if that makes sense. But I learned techniques on both of them, so I can actually teach women how to handle, if they come across a man like that, I can teach you how to do that without feeling pain. Because then you give up on a man and he could be cool, and you gave up on him because it was too big and you're like, I can't marry this. Like, you're scared. And you don't have to be scared. There's actually techniques. And then if you're a man that also is really big, like, you know, like past 8 inches and up, like 9, 10 or whatever, like I always say I didn't measure it, but it's like huge. It's like way bigger than average, and it doesn't go down all the way. It's just, but it's also the way you do it. And it's like also like the prep is really, really important. And then it's like literally heaven after that. But without the prep, it's hell. And I felt it 2 times and I was like, stop. I need a break. I need some water. And then we tried again, and then I figured it out. It took me, I was going to practice because I'm a winner. I always find a way. I'm very, as you guys know, how disciplined and how I never give up, like on this shit I do. Even when the situations like this, I'm not going to give up. So like I figured it out, and I trained him. I was like, okay, I was in control the whole time. Let's go like this. Let's do this here. Kiss me here. Like, obviously not, I'm saying it like this, but I was saying it in a different way in the moment. And then eventually it was heaven. And then we did that every time. So I figured it out. And yeah, I'll teach you guys in our course. It's part of the course. A lot of the things he taught me is going to be in the course. Yeah. Who would use that word? Who would say mamas, literally? When we were doing it, he would say it, guys. No other man in my life has ever said that. And that's why when you said that, that was the only person that's ever called me that. Again, he was like crazy because he was like anger issues, but he was good for something, you know, in that moment. But definitely like crazy. I hope he's good now. It's been like, what is it, like years ago. But, like, I hope he's a good human now. But absolutely terrible human when I met him. Kind of like that quote we just listened to. You meet someone in that moment, all I can think of him is a literally horrible person. Like, an evil man, pretty much. And I know he's a human and he's probably not, like, to his core. But he acts like a demon and yells and, like, screams when he gets angry. And I just, like, checked out. I was like, I'm out. Jumped in my Tesla. Vroom, vroom. I've seen worse because my first love was crazy, so I don't get affected by people that are psychopathic like that because I already lived it in high school. I already experienced that journey. I survived it, and I had to get 2 restraining orders, but I survived. I didn't die. And that's why I'm stronger now. I can handle any man. Even when they're screaming like that, like it's nothing. Like, he doesn't know what I've lived. Like, this young didn't do anything. I just played my R&B music, took my ass home. Hilarious. But it was bomb for sure. And that's why I went back the times I did. It was bomb for sure. As athletes do. That sounds so bad. But it's true. I'm just being real. I'm just being a real ass woman. Other women won't say it. But this shit's good. Because they're athletic and they don't give up. And they put in effort. And they're drenched in sweat for hours. It's crazy. This is why I try to help you guys with fitness and flexibility. Athletes are strong, have stamina, and are flexible. They have all 3 when you're an athlete. And that shit's crazy. When you can have all 3, I'm telling you, your guys, it's going to be on the best you've ever seen. You're going to be like, what the fuck? I had this in me this whole time. Just by working on your health and your fitness and your flexibility as a man. You think it might be good now if you're doing it, but it'll get even better. You will get even better. You'll feel even better. 100%. That's why I try to help us stay consistent in fitness. And we're stretching every single time we work out too. All of us, women and men, both, if we're more flexible, it is crazy what you can do. It's crazy how it feels when you're doing it. It's insane. It's insane. Sorry, that was TMI. Again, probably I went too far, but you asked what it was, and you guys wanted to know, so I'm telling you the real. That's what popped in my head. But at the time, he was a bad person. I don't know if he's a bad person anymore. Maybe he's, healed his demons, and he's not, has anger issues, but he was a bad person at the time that I knew him. I'm so happy. Oh my god. I'm just trying to figure it out. It's just, I made it really long because I wanted to put all the information I had, and I have a lot of information. Thank you for the corgi. It makes me want to do a corgi dance. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you. But yeah, I kind of made it long, but I think that's good because I'd rather give you guys the most information from my experience. But at the same time, the problem with making it long is that now, because I made it long, to record it, it's taking a long time too. And that's what I'm struggling right now to finish it. And that's why I hope I can get it done at least a year and a half, hopefully not 2 years, but it's just intense. And then the editing process, I don't know how long that's going to take. I'm trying to do this a unique, different way right now. I feel like it could be quicker, but I might need to hire someone to edit it and put the videos together in the thing. So I might need to hire someone who knows how to do that. And then maybe it'll make it quicker. Because me doing it by itself, it could take a long time till I finish it. And I want to make sure it's really good for you guys. You know what I mean? Okay, so the video is loaded. Perfect. And now we're just implementing the stuff. We have 2 right here. And then I just have to do the thumbnail. Okay. Click, 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 click. A video edited per se. I'm doing it alone, everything right now. That's probably why it's taking longer too. I'm doing everything by myself, yeah. So it's just like I already did the whole basis and I have a bonus section that one of the live streams that we did back then before we lost the accounts and had to start again. We used to do lives where I would like tell secrets and then I would talk about things that felt good in all the places from my experiences. So I kind of took all those notes down. But also I'd ask you guys questions like like what do you want to know about women? Like give me everything. It's gonna be a leadership man's course that will literally get to your life partner, which is a wifey material energy woman that will never leave you, and like how to get that woman from the first impression, which is the first call, to the first date. As I've got everything down to a science, I understand like how to get that high value woman to the first date because I am that, and I know what we need to hear, and I know what you need to know in order to get there. So it shows you're mature enough and you have the knowledge. So not only that part, but I also had a section where you guys just told me all these questions. I want to know what makes them tick, what makes you fold, like how to, like, I want to know all these things. I just had everyone give me questions and I wrote down all the questions. So I have a whole bonus section I'm going to give. That's just, you guys will just be able to scroll through and be like, ooh, this is a good question. And all this is from men that actually ask these things. And there's some unique ass ones that are like, wow. So it's not even to do with the course, but it's just tons of questions, just really solid ass questions that are like so interesting. When I heard them, I was so intrigued too. I was doing research, and not only research, but also from my own experiences. And I did both. So I have a combination of both throughout the whole course, is my experiences and things that are not even on ChatGPT or not even on in this world, not on YouTube, nothing. I have a lot of life experience when it comes to like this stuff. A lot. I'm not sure it's a good thing or not, but to me, it's made me who I am today. So I'm grateful for every experience, every single person I've met, every person that I've went on a phone call, hundreds of guys I've talked to phone. I learned from everything, and that's why I could make a course like this. So not only all of my actual experiences and my own things, but also like statistics, and then also like, you know, the web. So I have multiple, and I've laid it out and in the course form, and then on second part is just the bonuses, straight questions. You guys can just scroll through and be like, whoa. And this was like real time questions, and then me answering them in a very simple way, easy to understand and not be so like confusing. Very simple, straightforward, and just gonna like shake your world a little bit information. So I just want to make sure that I can like deliver it properly. And then I would like to also record the bonuses if I can get time to. If not, I'll just give you guys all of the knowledge like in the slides. But maybe I just only record the course because the course is already so long. It's going to take me like 2 years to make. So maybe I just try to do the long course first, and then I keep the bonuses to like maybe an audio so we can get it out quicker. So I'm like speaking the audio to it. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out because it's very long. I just want it to be like, I want to get it out as much as I can because I know it's going to help a lot of men. But I think that could be the best route, you know. And also it saves on editing because then I just have put the audio on the clips. I still don't know how to do that either though, but I'm going to figure it out. Yeah, I would be happy. You guys are going to love it. I already know you guys are going to love it. And you guys, when you guys do get it, please give me reviews. In order for us to help more men become amazing and like help our society and like have more relationships, like quality relationships that like lead to marriage, when you guys do take it, like I would much appreciate if you could leave a review for me. I'm gonna have like a little, I forgot what that website is, where I'll like send you a link and you can give me an honest review. So then when other men go to like see if this course is good for them, you'll have already been through it, so you know all the amazing knowledge that you don't just find on the web and why they should invest into it. And if you could leave some type of review for me, we can track every person who's been taking it, and then it could make other men want to take it, which means that they're gonna level up themselves, which will also level up the world, and then eventually more women will get married and happier, lasting marriages, lasting happy marriages for more men and more women, right? So your reviews will mean a lot to me if you could do that, because I feel like this is a topic that some men might not want to put it out there or let people know that they did this. So we don't have to tell people. You can have a whole your different name, not even your name if you don't want to. But when you do the review, just have a review if you could. You don't even have to have your real name on there if you don't want to, but it will help other men when they're deciding to purchase the course. You know what I mean? The program. And depending if I'm going to get a program or a course, I'm still debating right now which way I'm going to go. But it would mean a lot, you know, when the time does come. We're the big guys. No, the biggest guy I've been with, that was the thickest and the longest, he was white. He was a white man. He was a white man. I was shook. I've never seen one that big in my entire life. I was shook. Like, I could not get it, like, and I can literally go so like all the way, like I can take it. I'm pretty crazy. This one, I actually could not. And also with the black guy, also I could not. That's how big they were. And that is like a failure to me. And I always succeed, but I actually could not touch my lips to the bottom, to like where their skin is at. I could not touch my lips there. It did not go all the way. Even if I made it go all the way back, like into my, it still didn't touch. It's crazy. That's how big they were. It's a sad thing. It was a failure, but I mean, it was just big. It's just, I have to give myself grace, you know. It's rare, but I couldn't, sadly. Ooh, this is a good one. Is everything you said on your link? No. Everything I said about the course, I no longer have the course on there. I could put it back for you guys. I just felt like it was pressure for me to like rush and get it done quickly when we just had lost both of our TikTok accounts. We used to have 72,000 total, and we lost our accounts like this. And then I was like, damn, that really shook me. And then I ended up wanting to do YouTube in 2026 because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do TikTok anymore because of what happened. So all of that happened. I kind of just took off things because I was trying to rethinking a new plan for 2026 because everything was lost. And it really hurt and shook me. So I kind of just took the course. I used to have the course pre-sale. So it's a very cheap price as a pre-sale. I still have all the data. We had a couple people do the pre-sale. And with the pre-sale at the time on live, I had a free 2-hour call. So you got like a huge steal, and you got to do the 2-hour call. That's my most expensive call. That's the best one. The most results I've seen a man like rewire their brain after just 2 hours. It shakes you up a little bit, but you're like, this is what it is to talk to a high value woman, and for me to ask you questions like you're gonna be my life partner. So it's like kind of like acting, but not really, because I'm actually looking for my life partner. So I'm not really acting. I'm actually being myself and seeing if you are my match. And then I go through a series of questions. So I actually gave that for free back when we were pushing. We just started developing the course on live. I told everyone what's happening. We figured it out together. It was something we wanted to do as a community. And I just started doing it, like from you guys kind of were the one inspired it to happen. And then we just started working on it. And I would talk to you guys about me developing it during that period when it was happening. And I decided to do pre-sales at the time. So I had a free call. That call, it's expensive, was free. And it was only $200, but that was really cheap at the time. And so, yeah, so he ended up doing the call. That was actually the one that guy who ended up doing that, I still have all the data, so he'll still eventually get the course too, but It's all in my store link. It has every single purchase or anything that's happened. I can see everything. So I have his email, I have his number, so don't worry about that. But I did take it off when I lost the TikTok accounts, and I was now like, what am I doing? Because that was our hub, that was our community. It was wiped out like this. So I was like, let me not have this up right now. I'm doing too many things. I literally am doing too many things. I'm working on too many projects, and I was getting lost. And so I was like, now I think I need to grow on YouTube, because TikTok didn't work out. We didn't make it. We lost everything. So like, let's go YouTube 2026. And so I needed to now focus on strategy and what am I doing for YouTube? How am I doing it? Like, what am I talking about? So I kind of just took those off our stand store and didn't want anyone to like be focused on that course just yet until I get back to like some grounds on TikTok and some grounds on YouTube and get some traction of something before I'm going to now promote courses, right? I need to get my name out there again, because I just lost everything. And then there's no one to sell to if I don't even have an account, right? So yeah, that was a little setback we had. If we didn't have that setback, we probably would be a lot further by now, and I probably would be further into the course by now. But what can you do? It happened. We learned our lesson, and I had to think of a whole new way to make income, and that was YouTube. So I had to study YouTube. So that was months of me studying and also applying, and so it was a whole new business I didn't know. So it took my time, and I stopped working on the course, but I already finished the course. I actually already finished it, which was good. The actual bases, I can still add to the basis, right? With the bonuses, I'll always add to the bonuses for our community, because you guys are going to be a lifelong in the course. You'll have the course for life. You guys can always see the updates of the new bonuses of people ask questions. I'll always add to it new findings, new realizations, more things I learn about men, more things about different styles of men that I learn will always be added. You guys can see those. But yeah, so that's why we're kind of taking longer also on the course right now to finish it, is because everything that happened and this new shift in like my journey of like life and like, you know, content online. So that's kind of like the real reason too, that's like kind of being slower to working on the tasks, because you can only do so much in a day. And you guys know me, I'm disciplined and consistent on the things that I'm passionate about, taking care of myself and working on my body and stuff, my health. So there's only so much outputs I can do constantly, you know, in a day. So that's why it's a little bit slower. But yeah, just to answer your question, yeah, it's not on the link right now, so you can't purchase it right now. But I could put it back technically now, because now we're at a more decent place, but we're still not in TikTok just yet. We haven't fully started running it, so maybe we'll wait till we actually start running TikTok again, like per usual, and then I'll put the course up, because now like things are flowing, I think, better, and we're getting more traction, so then it's okay too. We'll see, but for sure I'm still working on it slowly but surely on the 1 day a week that I can, because everything else, but maybe I could put in more hours and try to get it quicker. But right now I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm now working on YouTube. If this didn't all happen, I wouldn't even be at YouTube. Everything happens for a reason, but now that I'm pushing this, it takes up a lot of time. So I'm actually kind of nervous for us with the TikTok too, because I want to go back to try to like battle and like do how TikTok is supposed to be done. But also that's like a lot of hours too. And to do the YouTube and this, I don't even know if I can do that just yet. So we're going to test the waters, see how my energy is. Am I happy? Am I happy to be hanging out with you guys like the way we're doing right now, but like pushing the battles and pushing it, and also happy with YouTube and not feeling stressed out? Is it okay? Is it too much? Is it good? And then again, of course, working on the courses like on the weekends. Right now I have the coursework on Saturdays, which is technically you're supposed to be going out on Saturdays. I'm just working, so I'm working on the course. And then I'm also doing PJ yoga sessions, and also maybe sometimes the massage gun for Saturdays. I'm supposed to also be doing vlogs for YouTube, but I've been kind of skipping it each week, which means I need to go out into the public and vlog about a place, experience, and then put reviews on YouTube. That's my goal. But I just haven't been doing it each Saturday. I've been kind of skipping on Saturdays, so we'll see. But technically right now I'm using the Saturday as the day for the course, for the men's course, to get closer and closer to finishing it. If I could have help, like, that would be amazing, but I think you have to hire people to speak on your course. I've seen it done. I've bought a course where it was actually people speaking the course. They're great speakers, so you pay them to actually, all the knowledge and everything that you give them, you can pay them to do the course, and they're very like quality ass speakers, and it'll be very professional. But I just don't know where to even find that, and I don't know. I could, but at the same time, I feel like you guys want me to talk, which then it's why it's taking longer, because I can only do so much in a day, right? And stay disciplined and consistent with all my stuff and not go crazy and still have peace, but also get closer to like finishing it, right? So, I mean, you guys would want to hear me. Would you guys want to see my face on the screen? Because I could like effectively get it done a lot quicker if I just had the mic and I was going through and talking the points, almost like it was a presentation. I could get the course done quicker and we can put it out. But because I'm filming myself also, that editing process of filming myself and attaching it to it, that's going to be a whole nother editing process too. But if I didn't have that, I would just speak over like all of the slides, you know, the things. And I could still show my face like on like the beginning parts of each part, like, you know, or at the end of the parts, like the first part and the end part, I can talk to you guys on the screen. But on the actual slide part, it could be way quicker if I just kind of voice over. And I could get all the information out to you guys. Still in quality, still high energy. You just wouldn't see my face in the bubble, or you wouldn't see me just talking straight up to you guys. What would you guys like? Do you think that's okay, or do you think you'd still want me on the picture the whole time? Like when it's going to the sides, you'd want my face there the whole time? Or could you guys be okay with my face being there in the beginning of each course and at the end of each slide? So how I structured it is each part that I teach you, I kind of developed an idea. I've never seen this in courses before, and it's unique, but I liked it, and I feel like it was going to be good for your learning and your retention. So I have a part where it's like, it kind of is like the intro of what we're about to learn. And at the end of each part, but this is all still in the same module, there's like little yellow slips. And in those slips, it kind of wraps up everything of what you need to know. So I could technically effectively show my face on the end and in the beginning, and then just speak through the whole thing. And then you can see my face and where it matters most at the very end, that really gets you thinking. It really installs the knowledge in your brain. I'm very smart because I know how I learned, so I knew that like you guys would learn better this way too. That's why I decided to do this, and other courses don't have this. I've made this up myself, and I think it's really going to be beneficial for you guys' like success when retaining the information. When there's so much information I'm going to give you, it might be hard to retain everything. So I think that that's the best idea, but I don't know. It's up to you guys. Do you guys want me on the screen the whole time? It's just going to take longer to finish, but like I could be on the screen for every single slide, which is hundreds and hundreds. It's just going to take me time to edit that all and obviously do that. But if you guys just want like, you know, the intro module, I'm going to be in showing my face the whole time. But I'm talking about like the actual like module 1, module 2. The intro is what I'm working on right now, and I already have a lot there already. And I'm still working on that part. So I think the modules are long too. So it's like, I'm just trying to think for time's sake, maybe we should like think about doing that. I don't know. It's up to you guys really, because it's you guys are the one that are taking it in, but I'm going to have high energy and make it fun no matter what. It's going to be fun to go through. I just want to make sure that you guys are like happy with it, you know, and that it actually helps, which I know it will. So okay, we're on the next one. You know what I mean? Now I need to do the thumbnails. Oh, you stopped. You didn't lose confidence. You stopped using it. This one is interesting. Possibility. Women feel loved when they feel understood. This is always the hardest part, I swear. I need to start being more intentional about it and it'll be a lot easier. It's fun. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Oh, actually, it's not good. If I looked at it closer, I didn't like it. But I had to still look at it closely. Okay, I found one. I'm just editing the size. Excuse me. Okay. Should be good. Almost done. Accept. Okay. Perfect. Needs to load. Here. Connect. Now finish that one. Let's go on to this one. Ooh, click the wrong button. Dang it. There's a glitch on YouTube sometimes. I have to restart it now. Damn. It just happened today. That was the first time I've ever seen this. No. Did I just lose it? No, it's still there. Wait, hold on. I might have spoke too soon. Okay, now we got by. Will it let me though? Yes. Okay, we got through. As long as I don't click that button, we're screwed. Everything is like still and it's like frozen. But if I skip that one, it's the next step, then we're good. Okay, good. Video 9. Video 9. I should add that to the description. Let me see, I need to go back here. Yeah. Okay. Save. I just realized I didn't put them. I need to go kind of back a little bit quickly. Sorry, guys. I didn't add this, I realized. It's kind of important for organization skills and ease of finding things for the viewer. I think I wrote this one down. Okay. Perfect. That looks good. Yeah. The only one I need to do is to my future husband. Actually, there's one more I think I need to do. It was after the live stream. Are you seeing me for the first time? Yeah. Massage. I know I need to do a massage. Instead of react to I'm very direct and honest. Most women have to protect their image in a man's world that picks women for marriage or doesn't pick, and also guides Earth and everything in it. So because of that, women are very smart, and they usually don't say everything, and they only say what sounds best for them so they can meet their person and also, get their dreams to come true, and be taken care of or be with a man, right? Because it's a man's world. So in order to survive as a woman in a man's world, you have to kind of hide all your thoughts, any thoughts you have, any urges, any emotions you think. Usually that's how women are. So for me, I don't care, and I think that I'd rather be single forever if it means that I'm lying or hiding or not, if my person's gonna love me, they're gonna love me for everything of me and who I became from everything in my life. Whether it's good or not, I don't do things anymore. I lived that life and it made me stronger. And I have a lot of life experience. I've experienced everything I wanted to, which makes me ready for marriage, because I have no what if I tried this, or what if I did this, what if my life went this way. I already did it. So I already saw what it was like. I experienced it. I had my fun. I did my things. And then I grew up. So that's when in my opinion, that's when you're truly ready for marriage, is when you already lived your life to the fullest without scared of anyone's judgment. But you did the things you wanted to do, and you wanted to try, and you wanted to experience. And then some women will never say, and they won't be real. In our community, here in Growth Group and here in Team Loveys, our live stream, I'm always honest with you guys. I've always been 100%. I don't care if it makes me look like a bad woman, or now I'm less desirable for the patriarchy, because women or men rule the world, so they say what's good and bad and they cancel women. I don't care. Don't marry me then. I live a great life. I've lived a great life, and I will continue to live one on my own. You see what I'm saying? So I'm very different as a woman. That's why, I have the purposes I'm doing, the things I'm making for you guys, the path I'm on is because I'm honest and I can be real with things, even if it makes me look bad. I don't care, because it's the honest truth, and other women won't say it, but they still think it, and they know these things, and some are just more secretive than others. I'm not secretive at all. I will always give it to you guys. I will always be real, always be raw. When I think of things, I see things, it's why would I not? We all learn and grow from each other. It's better to speak things out loud. And I'm not saying I'm the same person. I grew so much from my past, so much. but I lived it because I wanted to live when I lived it. And I thought living it was better in the moment, and it was good for me. And I learned a lot of lessons, and I have a lot of experience because I've lived life, you know what I mean, to the fullest. And now I'm at a point where I've just learned a lot of lessons, and I've grown so far past those parts of me, or those actions, or those ways of thinking. And I was young, I was immature, but I've grown so far past it. It's just that, like, I just understand it now. I understand the whole concept of what happens, like, and even for if I ever have kids one day, if I even have kids, but if I do, like, I'll know them to a T, and I'll be there for them, because I've seen it all. I've done it all. I've lived it all. I've lived life literally. I could die tomorrow and I lived my life. Like, I did everything I wanted to do. The only thing I really haven't experienced is just my life partner in my forever. Me and him and what we're doing together, and we're loving each other daily. That's really the only thing that I'm missing from my puzzle. And that's why I'm so ready for a relationship, which is why I'm even doing this business, why I'm even doing a course, why I even do these coaching calls, is because I want to help men learn these things, but also maybe one day one of them it'll be my match, and I'll help men, and they can, you know, like, I'm so passionate about this because I want it so badly, and I know, you know, so yeah. Most women will not say things that I say, but they'll know it. And then some women are too scared to cross lines, or if they do cross lines that are not to what men say is right and wrong, they won't ever say it. They'll die to their grave without saying it. They'll die to their grave. I've seen it. I've heard it. Women will not tell men anything. They'll stay quiet and silent, and they'll never tell their man. But it's better to do that, because the man will cancel you, right? Because it's a man's world. Men lead. So women have to be secretive in order, or they're done. They're done for, right? Because man is the leader. Man says no or yes, it's over. So women are secretive. Even in marriages, it's fucked. I'd rather never get married if I have to be secretive to my husband and, like, hide things from him. Absolutely not. I will not get married. I'd stay single. I've been single 5 years. I'll stay single. Like, you're either going to marry me and love me for who I am and everything of my honesty and all of me, and everything from my past. Like, I'll tell you everything if you want to know. Like, if you want to know, you know, and I'm a different person now. But I'd be honest to everything, you know, in the marriage, before the marriage. Like, if you want to ask questions, ask them. I'm not going to be, like, hiding things, pretending I didn't do things just so, like, you can love me. And that's what a lot of women do. I understand it. It's religion. Men rule the world. Like, you have to play your best cards, right? And hide things so that they pick you. I understand it. And maybe that's why they get married quickly, because they play the perfect cards right. And maybe that's why I'm still single, because I'm so honest, and then maybe that scares men too. Who knows? And maybe I'm still single because of that too. Maybe they see me as possibly a risk because of how honest I am. Like, they see me as a risk of, like, you know, not making it or something because of my past. I don't know. Or it could intrigue men, but they're just not ready for me yet, and they need to heal their traumas and their past and their bad habits the way I've done. Because we're not perfect. We're human. Everyone's imperfect in their own ways, but we can be better and continue to grow and be better every single day. And that's the type of man I'm looking for. And one that's healed the ones that are non-negotiable habits that need to be healed, like, and done with and quitted until you meet me. Those ones are non-negotiable. Like, they go against my morals and values, and I could not live with you or kiss you or let you inside me at all. It's disgusting, in my opinion. Like, especially smoker type people. Like, absolutely not. I know my second love did that stuff. I know what it tastes like. And I was a child back then. Absolutely not. You can literally taste the toxic in my throat, and it ruins my own DNA. I won't do it. I've been like that for years now. 3 years now. No smoker men. Absolutely not come near me. Absolutely not. For 3 years, I've been talking to only men who don't do that. It's been amazing, honestly. If any women are in the chat, cut off the smokers, please. I'm telling you, you're going to find a better select few of men. The other ones are very, in my opinion, like, more toxic. But now I'm cutting off the alcohol ones too, because the last 3 years I've been only talking to the alcohol ones. Now I'm going to try to do no smoking and no alcohol and see what kind of men are left. Damn, I think I hit a jackpot. After 3 years, I've been so dumb. that was like the piece of the puzzle. I was so dumb. It's because my sister planted that fear into me. And so I was like, I'm gonna never find a man then because they're so rare. But I'm rare, so like I should be with someone who's like me. Like, period. I should wait for that. I should have been smarter and not been for 3 years talking to guys who drink. Like, you know what I mean? That could have been the one piece of the puzzle that like got me to a man who's like really self motivated and self disciplined and like has his shit together like I do. I feel so dumb. I feel so dumb. One thing I messed up. One thing. I could have saved myself so much hurt. But at the same time, it makes me a better coach for men. So maybe I was meant to go through all that struggle because I can help you guys be better in dating. But still, I just want love. I just want my person. It shouldn't be this hard. You know what I mean? No. None that do anything drug related at all. Nothing. Absolutely not. None of it. That's my opinion. No offense to anyone who lives a different lifestyle than me. These are my morals and values. I will not. I have one more video. I'm going to do the ending of the beach one, which is here. Okay. This should be good. Right here. There was someone sent a little kissy thing. It's a learning process. Yeah, I know. Everyone's friends here. This is our community. I'm confused. I need a tissue right now for my fingers. Because I have to use my pinkies, my little ones, and it's hard to shift it.
What is that called? The forest. A lot of money, so we were always paycheck to paycheck, so I keep outfits and possibly live on the beach. This just feels like a good path to go down.
I don't like the angle that I put
To
on.
LA, I was starting, a lot of things. I'm excited, guys. I love you guys so much. I just want to let you guys know what's
I'm not sure if I'm gonna post it. We'll see.
what's happening, and you guys can get inspired. And just remember, when I got back from Hollywood, when we started live streaming at the gym, that gym's amazing.
I hate these lashes.
And, yeah, they were really, they started my dance.
It looks
teaching.
so
they were
bad.
the first company that really believed in me and would give me $100 in tips, and on top of what I was making.
It looks so bad. I can't even do it. I can't post this. But I'll still save it because
So
if I do end up getting the job, this was the
area is
beginning.
already so sick. The people that own the businesses here are already so sick.
I hate these lashes. Oh my god, it's horrible. Look at them. They're like caterpillars. They're so itchy and they're huge and they're heavy. What would you do right now if I had no restrictions at all? No restrictions at all? I would just dance and I want to find my lover. I want to have fun. Probably be going to dance classes every day, a couple times a day. performing and dancing, having fun. And then I'd want to come home to my man, honestly, and make love and cuddle and snuggle and watch a movie to sleep or something. That's what I'd be doing if there was no restrictions whatsoever. No money, no anything, no needing to make money, no any of that. Just dancing, beach, relaxing some days, and then my lover. Today is Wednesday? No, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday. Dang it, why did I do that? Why? Okay. You're still loading, but I finished. The only other thing, this one I did not want to post. And then those I need to get to editing tomorrow, if that's the case. This one is still not loading, interesting. And then I just need to edit this one technically. Still. But I'm going to use a different software for this one. Yes. Hello, Empress. What type of lover man? I want a lover who's a leader, and I can turn my brain off from working all the time to relaxing and feeling comfortable and safe around him. He drives me places, we go on dates, we experience things. Beach, nice, delicious foods, going to different places to eat, try new foods, exercising together consistently daily, stretching each other out in bed and out of it, healthy eating, healthy, delicious, nice, good quality food, high protein meals, cuddling, helping each other, you know, grow in our passions, and dancing, playing music, dancing for each other, dancing for him, being sexy and cute together. Maybe make content together, possibly, if he's like into that or wants to. It's fun for me. It might not be fun for him, but it'd be cool too. Yeah, maybe going to movies, I don't know. Maybe traveling, I don't know. Like really just hanging out and experiencing life together. Learning things together, exploring life, having memories together. Laughing, kissing, cuddling, hugging, licking,
flirting, squinting at each other in sexy ways. I don't know, just living life. Spicy, but cute and funny and just fun. It's absolutely fun. Thank you. Impressed. Would I ever live in Canada? I would live anywhere for my life partner who is a compatible match in every single way. I would live and move anywhere for that person if they had all the qualities I was looking for. Which is why I date online too, from different locations to try to see the more compatible match. For a good man, I would move anywhere for a good man with morals and values and a similar lifestyle and who has discipline and consistency. Etc. What do you mean, etc.? I don't care if he's rich or not. That's not even something that pops into my head. He doesn't have to be rich. He just has to have all the qualities. He has to be a good person. That's literally it. And usually I feel like the ones that are good probably have some money. Because in order to even make money, you have to be a good person. Like, for the most part, you can't really be successful because people won't, like, give you money, or you will fail in your business. If you're not good, you will eventually fail. So, and most good people have money, but I don't look for someone with money. I'm just looking for someone who has the qualities of a good person. And that's, once you find that, doesn't matter how much money they most likely will. It's not even money's not even a question. I never ask questions of money. It's just inevitable with their personality traits for them to have money in some way. It doesn't matter if it's a lot or a little bit. With the traits that I'm looking for, which is their personality and who they are as a person, morals, values, and discipline, all of that doesn't matter. And they're going to have some type of money, that's all that's really important, just some to survive, right? So I never ask, if a woman ever asks you about your income or your, like, job, that's, you know, like the gist of it on the apps, you have to put your job anyways, but like, if she ever asks for your income or anything, that's not even necessary. You don't need to know someone's income. You need to know who they are. And that's what I teach you in the course. It's like, who you are as a man is what gets you to a high value woman. It's not how much you make. It's who you are. You have to become the best man, the literally a good man, a good person that has their shit together, a mature man, takes care of himself. That's what you need more than money. Money is just an object, and you can't use that to control women, to try to pay them and try to make them yours. It'll never last. They'll find another man, they'll move on, because they're just there for the money. So you never want to try to make money just to get girls. It's never going to work. They're all just going to use you, and one day you'll be old and like you still can't find that one woman to care for your soul as a man. Like, you won't have that person. You can't have that like life partner that makes you feel fulfilled. You'll still be alone, like old. And like old down the line, there's like, the statistics are showing like 1 in 4 men will find their person. I forgot exactly, but we talked about it on live like a couple months back when we found out that study. They're starting to get like find their person around like 50, 40. It's like getting so scary, but the statistics are going like up. Like, not everyone's gonna find their person, and they might even die before they find their person. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's just because like men aren't maturing for some reason. They're not putting in the effort, and then women are not just giving in to anything anymore and just take me and I'm your prize. They're not like that anymore because we're getting smarter, and we don't want to become like a slave to a man, so we won't even marry or be with them. We'll stay single too. You know what I mean?
And then some women have given up completely. They're just like, I want to have a baby and I'll do it myself. It's even more fucked nowadays. They're just like, I just want to get impregnated and just like have a baby and live my own life and have a good life, because women are happier by ourselves. Because again, if a man isn't mature and a leader, he's causing chaos and we have to like be a mother to them. So then they might as well just have a baby themselves and do it, you know, and be happy. So that's why it's all fucked. This is why I'm trying to help men, because it's all fucked right now. And it shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't be this way. We should all deserve to find our life partner and be happy with them, you know, and trust them and last forever, right? That's what we all deserve. We deserve long-lasting love, period. But we need to do the work on ourselves to be able to not only get the woman, but to keep her. Because you can really get a woman. You can go pay women and get them, like, but again, do you want to be that man? Is that your morals and your values, or does that lower your self-esteem? Does that make you confident, or does it make you like kind of like hate yourself in a like low key because you have to like pay to do stuff with women? Or you know what I mean? Like, it's not, they're not there for you, they're just there for the what you give them, and they're on to the next. Like, they're not, you can't keep them. And I don't know, I just feel like that's not fulfilling life. I think we all deserve to find our life partner, and that's more meaningful. We should not be just giving into temptation and things like that just because we're lonely. No, we need to work on ourselves. When we're lonely, we just get to work then. Thank you. If we're lonely, like I'm fucking lonely. You guys know me, like I'm fucking lonely. I talk about it, I say it out loud. But I have to be strong, and I'm now celibate in 2026. I won't let a man inside me, period. Because I know that if I'm doing this for the sake of my husband one day, like, I know that if I'm doing this, I'm going to be super ready to, like, allow him into my life, because I'm preserving myself and not giving into temptation. Because when you do that, it fucks up with your wavelengths. It's hard for you to jump into another relationship when you were just inside someone else. It's not logical, it's not good, it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel like you can truly fall in love with the next person when you just are still like getting withdrawals from the last one. It's still in your conscious mindset, so it's going to be almost impossible to really attain true love. And that, because it won't be the truest, deepest love in the beginning, then you won't maybe last in the marriage, even if you just do get married. You know what I mean? This is why we can have your fun. I've never told you guys to ever not have fun and do your shit. Have your fun, do your shit, as humans should. I don't know about religion and all the things. That's why I'm not religious. That's why I'm spiritual. I don't practice any religion. I'm a good person. I just be a good person. I'm spiritual, and that's that. So I preach, if you want to live your life and experience shit, go experience shit as you're single, but don't lie to people to use their bodies to then make them fall in love, to just like you to dump them. Absolutely not. There's right ways to go about expressing yourself and living life and experiencing casual, but in a way that's like both parties want it, and it makes it actually even more fun when it's that way, in my opinion. It's way more fun when both parties know that it's for fun and not serious. No one gets hurt, and you have the best of your life because it's temporary and you guys are both like good people when doing it, if that makes sense. But then once you're done with the era and you're truly ready for a relationship, that is when you stop and you cut out any connection to any woman or any man completely. They're done. You block them if they keep messaging. They're done. Tap out. Get out of here. It's not, you know what I mean? You need to make space and clear room. Nothing can linger. Because when it's lingering, you can't step into with your life person. It's fucking with your frequency. It's fucking with your ability to fall in love with someone else, because they're still trying to tap back into you, and like they're affecting you. They're trying to sabotage your happiness because they want you, or because they want to get something from you, some more of this from you. So yeah, you have to cut them off, and it's kind of sad sometimes, but like, that's sometimes the choice you make when you do temporary. But if both parties knew, then it's like, it is what it is. But if they didn't, then it's like, you guys thought you guys could be. That's when it gets sad too, because sometimes I used to have that back then in the day when I would do it. I thought this person can be my one, and we would do it, and then it would be sad because we weren't a match. But that's why you don't do it so quickly. And I was young, so I didn't realize that. I just was so excited this could be the one, and it was a great date, and so I just wanted to like feel him inside me, But you're kind of immature because you're so young and you don't know.
And so then you just get hurt after, right? So you have to wait and be patient. You can't rush the love. You can't rush to get to the ending, because then it hurts when it's not a match, you know? Like because of their personality, because of other things, but it's just not. So we all learn and we grow, and I don't think everyone should give ourselves grace, but when you're ready for a relationship, you need to cut off everything. Wipe it clean, fresh slate. And then again, I'm celibate now, so I'm not doing anything till I find my life partner, period. So there's no potential risk of me getting hurt in the dating phase. In the dating experience, there's no one that can make me think that maybe we'd be together, then do it. No, like there's none of that love bombing with me. I'm not gonna get hurt because I'm stronger, because I'm not letting it in me at all unless we're a match, right? So that means I'm gonna need a patient man for me. But that's important, right? Because if he doesn't have patience, like, I can't live with you. So patience is a major trait in a man that I need, right? So that's a value. That is a characteristic too. And that's something I'm looking in for a man. If he has no patience, I would never want to marry you. You would react to everything. And if we ever had kids, you would react too. So as you get older, they do say you have less patience. So that's why it's kind of also scary to date older men. For women that are here listening too, be careful and aware of older men. Yes, they might be more mature and now they're ready for a relationship, but are they patient? Are they stubborn? Are they stuck in their ways? Might as well be single and then date younger men if that's the case, right? Just because they're more mature. But if they have bad character traits, they're not marryable, even if they're ready for love. Even if they have money, this stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When you get into a relationship, you guys make double the money. You're going to make more money just by being in a relationship. So you don't need his money. Money's not even a thing. It's who the person is. It's the man itself. It's his character. It's his morals. It's his values. It's how he moves. It's how he talks. It's how he thinks. It's what he does. That is what I try to teach you guys. That is the most important thing. And that's why I'm still single, because it's so hard to find out here in these days. I have to edit this video. I have to edit this video now. Yes, exactly, Empress. Everyone's gonna eventually, like, you know, develop and grow, and they're gonna find their person. 100%. I know. I want to do right now too. I'm editing the last video. This is the one I did off live. But this one requires like chopping and stuff. It's a little bit longer. Hold on, guys. Let me refresh the live real quick because we got in trouble. That was my bad. I shouldn't have been talking about these topics. One moment, guys. I'll be right back. I'll jump back on. I love you guys. Thank you, Phil.